We're inside. Where is that? Don't worry, Mr. Jordan, because I was going to make it a small speech, but I can tell you that I hope it's gonna be 3-2 or 2-3. Doesn't matter for me. We won just great games, and we have in the first game, Mr. Jordan. Thank you for being here, and thank you everyone that is tuning in. This is a winner matches, and the winner is going already round of 16. The latest editions, Jordi, the round of 16 was group stage. This round of 16 this year is, let's say, the cut, right? Where everyone want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Top 16 is just the limit. You want to be there as a top player because you want to prove yourself something. And therefore, the ambitions are high to make something successful there. However, due to the fact that there is just so much competition and there are so many great players out there, it just shows that it's tough to make it. It's really tough, for sure.
Really, really tough. And what is really tough is this generation because they are extremely close. And then we have Lithuanians and Dravidians. And I would like to talk to you. What do you prefer when they are that close? Because honestly, in theory, I think it is good for both because with both, you can go very aggressive with different approaches, but very aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, Lithuanians, they will be up to fuel age, in theory, a little bit faster compared to Dravidians, as they get the 100 food extra from the get-go. And Dravidians, they might be a little bit slower, but the big benefit they have is that they get extra 200 wood for the fuel age. And we see a lame going to happen right now, and Mr. Yo going for lame, and that's something that we're not usually seeing too often from him.
Not too often, and Sitaux is already trying to block. We have seen in fact that we have some statistics that were showing that the second best or worst matchup for Dravidians is Lithuanians with a very high percentage of wins. Oh my God, look at this. This super try hard trying to avoid this lane. Oh my.
Yeah, and Sitaux is just...
He's gonna make it?
No, I think it's too hard right now. I think the best thing Mr. Yo can do right now is just to abandon the situation. Sitaux is just close to it, and it's just going to be so hard for Mr. Yo to pull this off. And yeah, indeed, Sitaux has successfully managed to deny that the laming here. The good thing for Mr. Yo is he didn't lose the entire scout. He only lost like 60% of the HP, so it's bad, but it's okay. It's always a risk you take when you're laming. And also one thing to notice is that they are so extremely close to each other, right? So I think that should be a little bit better for Dravidians, as the mobility is their biggest weakness. And the closer you're together, the less important mobility plays into it.
With one problem. The problem is that Mr. Yo knows where Sitaux is. Sitaux still doesn't know. It's true that he was laming the Rhino to that direction, so he might guess that he might be there, but he doesn't know 100%. Anyway, he's doing the barrack already, and I want to ask you, in a first look, because they are going to start with the aggression, what do you think about both maps, starting from Sitaux map?
Okay, so Sitaux's map, main gold is in the front. The good thing about the main gold, though, is that it's not completely on a hill. So, in theory, you can build a TC on it. However, there is a little bit of an annoying thing, which is the hill close to it. So, Sitaux really needs to ensure that area is occupied by him and not by Mr. Yo. Other than that, we have back berries, which is a very positive thing as well, and back wood as well. So, in general, Sitaux's map is very playable, especially if you are able to wall from the south side on the forest diagonally toward the town center. Then you're, in a very good position. Build your archer range in front of the gold, and then you're good to go. If we take a look at Mr. Yo's map on the other side, then we see that the main gold is a little bit safer, as it's more toward to the side instead of to the front, and berries and the wood is very nice and safe as well. So I think both maps are fairly equal here.
Yeah, they're fine. I don't like that for Mr. Yo, the wood is too forward. Like at the back, he has some wood, but look how fat it is. And I don't know if he explored that one. He didn't explore those one. He has the second stone at the back, and still one ostrich. And that would maybe for castle is okay, but in mine, the Dravidians coming very aggressive and trying to deny those woodlines with archers, it can be tricky here. Look how close they are, my goodness.
Absolutely, yeah. What I'm expecting Mr. Yo to do is that he will wall, toward the forest on the right-hand side with palisade walls. And most likely, yeah, we see the walls here. I wonder, does he go for an archer range or
Table.
for stable? That's the question. Okay, stable here is. Okay. So I don't think he will be able to crack out too many scouts there because he only has 5 on food, right? So maybe he will play 1 or 2, but that should be it. And then he will switch to an archer range just to, adapt to the situation. From Dravidians, you usually don't see the stable, as their stable technology and units just are underwhelming, and therefore you can always expect Dravidians to go for some man-at-arm shenanigans. And
How nice you are.
Yeah.
Underwhelming. Total trash, man. Total trash,
Man, I wanted to be nice, I was already mean.
I'm here for the dirty things, Total trash. The stable from Dravidians, guys. Total trash. Anyway, the mena times are coming, and he's rolling completely.
Yeah.
Not gonna achieve too much with those mena times here, Sitaux. So it's a big investment, and right now the following is gonna be very important, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, and that's kind of the reason that we don't see the man-at-arm play too often anymore, due to the fact that it is a huge investment, especially if you go up super, super fast. And most of the time, people are capable of denying the aggression very, very nicely. And especially Mr. Yo in his situation right now, he's just capable of walling so comfortably. He didn't even have to wall his resources. He just was able to wall a bit more further just to have a very safe base around him. And now the man-at-arms, Dravidians have half of the cost, so it is still okay, but not the ideal situation for Mr. Sitaux.
Yeah, even more when the scouts are just now going to Sitaux base. Sitaux is still fully open. Even if you don't kill, you are starting to create some chaos, and you have to chase that army, paying attention, trying to kill now one villager. I think that's gonna be one villager down. Maybe not. No, he's gonna kill it. He's gonna commit. Now that he committed, and one villager is down already.
Yeah, one villager will be killed here. The thing is, the archers didn't have fletching yet, so therefore the scouts didn't really take too much damage, especially them being on the hill as well, right? So that was not a big issue for Mr. Yo, the damage output from the archers. And yeah, that's a good pick-off by Mr. Yo. We also see that Sitaux is kind of behind 2 villagers. One lost and one because of the idle TC time here.
Yeah, he's having some idle time. He's trying to be aggressive, and when you go that aggressive, even if you have double 200 wood from the bonus from the start, double archery range, blacksmith, you are investing a lot, like really, really a lot, and you're still open, so you can be in a problem. It's true that these 2 scouts with very low HP right now, you have to be careful, need to micro properly, but Mr. Yo is in a fine position right now.
Oh, Mr. Yo is in a much better position than Sitaux right now. I mean, yeah, Sitaux will apply the pressure right now. He doesn't have fletching yet, though, and that is a big problem for him, as with fletching, you would be in theory able to, apply so much better the aggression. But Mr. Yo, he's 100% in his comfort zone right now, and I think Sitaux, he's in a rough position, losing 2 archers in the front even. That's disastrous.
Yeah, well, the KD is similar, but the problem here is that if you are with a civilization like Lithuanians, or better say with Dravidians, and then you don't get the initiative, and Lithuanians can be up to castle age faster, then you are in a problem. Because how do you counter the Lithuanians' power spike if you are going to go for the relics, you're getting the initial aggression? I know that the skirmishes are faster, they fire faster for Dravidians, but this is why I don't like Dravidians. I feel that they are kind of like one trick pony. They have one strategy, and if you don't success with that one, how you move on from there?
Yeah, this is a perfect showcase now. I was saying, no, Sitaux will play Dravidians and he's going to wreck. Yeah, the idea is obviously that your opponent is not capable of falling. But Mr. Yo able to do so, and Sitaux will really struggle to find the damage here. But let's see. 3 man-at-arms, 1 scout, and a couple of archers moving forward. Both players will hit the same fletching timing, so no advantage for neither player. And with the faster moving skirms, you're always going to be able to kite back here.
Okay. And now he take a village, so he's kind of recovering the village difference. And now is where Sitaux can or has to shine. He is starting to have Jordan a lot of army. He has 19 army, 10 army. His opponent, Mr. Yo, might need a tower.
I'm really curious how he wants to continue playing this. I mean, I love the move that he went for the armor. With the armor upgrade, the skirms are going to be able to easily push this one back. Sitaux on the other side, he obviously has way more army as he's producing out of 2 archer ranges instead of the one from Mr. Yo. He's adding a couple of skirms as well. I love that move because now he's going to be able to really force the issue. And I agree with you, Memb. Now should be the time where he has to realize that the forward power needs to be
he almost commit. He was going to commit, I think. Sorry, let's go.
Yeah, all good, all good. And yeah, I think the tower is a necessity for Mr. Yo right now. Otherwise, he's just running too big of a risk, especially as his other goals are not really accessible to him.
Okay, you can see here with the archers in top of that hill, and you can see also both APM players. Mr. Yo, 58 effective average APM, 59 for Sitaux. So in theory, all the statistics that you are watching in the stream are very, very close. But Sitaux resources now are starting to scare me now. Look at that economy. Using the doubt market. I'm going to say doubt market because he used in 90% of the games. It's something that he's proud of it. And he's using a lot. And he's on the way to Castle Age. Whoa!
I think the 90% is fake because 10% of the time he doesn't reach Feudal Age.
Oh my God. He died in Dark Age? This troll. Man, how Gamer Legion is still together, man. I wonder, man.
It's never getting boring. It's never getting boring.
That is what it gives you the energy, I believe. Okay, fair enough. Okay, let's see now. Because he's now waiting with the hill advantage. The thing here is this transition to Castle Age and Oath? Mr. Yo has a lot of skirmishes. But look at the amount of archers from Sitaux, and they are going to be, well, with Bodkin arrow and crossbow soon. And I don't know if with the extra wood that you get now in Castle, he's going to go also ballistic, because if he's doing that, this is where now the map for Yo is going to be dangerous, because look at that wood.
Absolutely. Yeah, that one is very exposed. If Sitaux was to utilize his Castle Age timing advantage here. And you know, I personally just love the fact that both players have been so active with the micro. I mean, from Sitaux, I hope Mr. Yo doesn't hate me from that one, but for Mr. Yo, you know, you're not expecting that clutch of a micro, as he is not really known for that, kind of like Doubt, for example. But from Sitaux, you kind of expect a very high, intense micro. And I just love the fact that both players are so active here. And, you know, we have talked about Mr. Yo being one of the best if it's about decision making. This is exactly a perfect showcase. Why? He built a tower because he felt like, maybe there is something going to happen. And perfect adaptation by him.
Yeah, now, at least skirmishes on Bodkin arrow. I'm a bit surprised that he's doing at least skirmishes the first. I don't know, if you are forward with the archers, you probably want to go the crossbows before, you know better. But Absolutely. It's true that these skirmishes... Yeah. Might be safer choice here, I don't know. But right now, I'm checking resources for Mr. Yo, except the stone. The economy he has is insane. Yeah. Look at the food, look at the wood, look at the gold. He has a tower there to defend. So obviously, since you are against a civilization that don't have cavalry, siege workshop right away, or not?
I personally like to have the siege workshop against Dravidians, because Dravidians really struggle against that. And now Sitaux is trying or thinking about committing here, but that's a huge mistake if he was to do it, because there's just so many skirms, a tower there as well from Mr. Yo. It's just rough. And, you know, the huge thing is Mr. Yo went up with Wheelbarrow, and that obviously gives you a huge power spike in terms of the economy. The resources kind of tell that. Mr. Yo a little bit lacking the gold for ballistics, yeah, but he should be able to get that in a moment. And now we see Sitaux actually going for the Siege Workshop. So we will see a very high action-packed game here. And I'm already smiling because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be bada booms. It's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be bada booms here, and let's see who is gonna take those. It's also true that those skirmishes with +2 armor in a moment and ballistic, they're gonna eat. We see Pikeman upgrade here for Sitaux, which is a big of an investment, but he has one knight. So that's right now, it's a little bit overreaction in my opinion. You want to wait a little. I don't know if you agree, but it's true that he want to be safe, but he didn't explore Sitaux as second stable. So Pikes is not too much.
Yeah, especially with Dravidians, the costs are not that high, but in general, he doesn't need the pikeman upgrade right now, right? So he's just a little bit of a problem for Sitaux. He's not really scouting that well, and oh, there is a knight coming into the main gold, and that is going to be very annoying for Sitaux right now.
Yeah, but he did the pike maneuver, but he has no pikes. He has to move. If he's not killing that knight, he's going to the lamp. Okay, he killed it. That was nice. And now he denied the TC. He denied the tone center just in the right time. That's very, very nice. He's gonna go inside. I don't know. Mangonel skirmishes and crossbows and few pikes as well. The good thing is that those skirmishes are literally fully upgraded for Castell's army. Fully upgraded. Mr. Yo is at the limit because he's gonna make down the Mangonel, but he got the hill advantage there with the Mangonel. So Sitaux, you have to move from that position because if not, you're gonna lose quite a lot of farming. He want to keep that TC unbuilt, but I believe that when the Mangonel is out from Yo, he's gonna be fine. And now he's going to the wood at the back. The game is still super close, but Sitaux amount of farming, Mr. Jordan, this is scary, man. It's just really scary. A lot of farming, man.
Super scary. I mean, the economy in theory should be a little bit better for Mr. But overall, the army size is a huge factor you have to think about as well.
Ooh, but the Mangonel, he took the Mangonel in front. The quality of those skills is being absolutely amazing. And I know he has the skirmishes, so he basically put Sitaux back, so there's no push anymore. It's true that he doesn't have yet the second TC. They have both players almost the same values, but it's not that big amount of army anymore. Like, it's still fine, Mr. Jordan.
Absolutely.
Oh,
and you saw Sitaux, he was shaking his head, right? He was super, super unhappy with the fact that he lost the Mangonel there, and he might lose another one here if Sitaux isn't paying attention, and he loses another one. This is just such a great defensive play by Mr. Yo, and Sitaux lost 2 Mangonel for literally maybe one night, which is never going to be a good trade.
Click a little bit fast forward because I think you are a couple of seconds behind, probably. Just check it out. And let's see the monastery. Monastery now for Yo. Crossbows and skirmishers. This doing now the second barrack. Sitaux is starting to feel that he's on a timer, or not?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing is, if you're playing 1 TC and you see your opponent playing with 2 TCs already, that puts you under a lot of pressure. And yeah, Sitaux, he will try to continue making the aggression here, but I think Mr. Yo is going to be very successful in his defenses now. And now the switch to infantry, I personally don't think is going to be too successful, as Mr. Yo will be able to switch to knights very, very comfortably.
Well, the thing here is Mr. Yo is just holding. Oh, that was a good Mangonel shot. That's nice. This is what he needs. He needs to kill a couple of Mangonels. Ooh, he almost killed the other. Sadly, he didn't have the hill. Now he's gonna take it. He got it. He killed it too. That was very good for Sitaux. But still, the problem with Dravidians, they don't have mobility, and now he's still trying to go aggressive, but he really can't. And Mr. Yo is already mining stone and nose to drop a castle soon. 17 villages on stone, Mr. Jordan. So it's having Dravidians the same problems that every time I see them being used.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same scenario. You don't make damage early game, you suffer.
Yeah, that's the big issue for them. As they don't have access to knights, the mobility is just a thing, right? And now Mr. Yo, with the castle coming in very soon, he will be in such a beautiful position. And now with the villagers, the reaction is just on point here for Mr. Yo. Yeah, it definitely feels like he is in the driver's seat of this car in this game right now.
I have done interviews, so many events, Jordan, to all of you all the time. I know more or less how are kind of the answers from some questions. And when I ask about the performance from Yo in the other day, he's always super humble. And it's the first time ever that I interview him in King of the Desert, I see a confident Yo. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
look how confident it is that he's casting in English with me on Friday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's also true, you know, that would be impossible a few years ago. I mean, seriously, impossible. And he's going to be co-casting your series, by the way. So you are casting his series. Be careful what you say, because then he will take the bot.
Okay,
he will take the bot.
Yeah.
You know, now you have to root for him, man.
Go, Mr. Yo.
So fake, this Jordan, man. So fake. Man.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man. Anyway, let's see the mangle. He's gonna take the mangle or not? He's gonna take the mangle. He has now, look, one simple lattice. It made him to lose those units. Now he's trying to micro on top, but Sitaux is doing some good aggression here with those long swords. But still, his long swords is difficult. It is very difficult, and he's already 20 villages behind, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, that is insane. That's kind of the biggest problem with the playstyle Sitaux has right now, is if he's not capable of dealing damage with the aggression he's putting into it, right? And most of the time, he will be able to put a lot of aggression and deal damage because he's that kind of player. But Mr. Yo in this game has shown perfect defense, and now he's dictating the game completely.
Castle forward, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And you know, Dravidians without the stone right now is he's not going to be able to counter castle this one as well. And Sitaux is losing so much ground in the process here.
Yeah, he's forcing to go back. He's going to lose both artillery ranges, the monastery, probably even the couple of barracks. He has now lattice and skirmishes. The truth is, okay, that was a good conversion, but other than that, what you can do to stop lattice and skirmishes from Lithuanians, like Dravidians, don't have anything. What, more skirmishers? Then, well, skirmishers and halves, but still, it's no mobility. You have to be ahead. And now it's not ahead. It's 20 levels different. I know that Sitaux keep trying, but Mr. Yo is just winning this game.
Yeah, this is looking extremely good for Mr. Yo right now. 114 population, so his economy with the 100 villages is looking extremely well. Also got Heavy Plow and Bosa. On the other side, Sitaux just getting the wheelbar in, so this is very, very tough for him right now, for Mr. Sitaux. And he's desperately trying to get army onto the field, but Mr. Yo just doesn't allow him to do so.
And you know, Mr. Yo is this kind of a player that if you ask him, if he win the series and you ask him, well, first game of the day, Lithuanians and Dravidians, why do you think that the players keep picking Dravidians? Then his answer will be, I don't know.
yeah.
You know, he will. I don't know. I mean, they have any good, and he will say, not really.
Yeah.
You know, next question.
They suck. I don't know. I don't know why people are still picking it. Yeah.
Next question. You know.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, he's also was a civilization that doesn't fit his play style because, as you said, he's more like a strategy macro player. You don't see him microing archers like Leary and so on. And why we're talking about this? Because this is total and brutal domination by Mr. Yo in this first game.
It is.
GG.
I'm not surprised by that, man. As you know, the game has been looking very tough for Sitaux throughout the last minutes, especially when he lost 2 mangonels literally for free, in quotes. These 2 units were so important to him because he was already a little bit behind in terms of economy, and he didn't have the strategy of expanding as well in terms of the economy. So he was really trying to force the issue with 1 TC player, high aggression, and you need those 2 mangonels for that.
Like, Sitaux reach castle is faster, but other than that, he start to fall behind. We are checking the statistics. The KD is more than double. The economy, 5,000 resources. Well, it was a clear win. And now we're gonna see the draft they have, because they still have the Malians. You are already 1-0 behind. What will be the pick there for Sitaux?
Let's see. So he still has Malians, Byzantines, Franks, Ethiopians, and Britons. Yeah, you can tell that Sitaux, I just feel like he's not too happy with his execution right now, as he's continuously shaking his head. I would say in terms of the civs, maybe even
Well,
throwing out Malians right there. Just
I
to
can tell you,
get
because
this
we're in the
off.
game already. They didn't wait at all. They are inside, and Malians mirror for both. And I can tell you, Jordan, that some of the best games we have seen in the tournament has been with the mirror games.
That's super interesting. I'm not
I don't know
sure.
if you remember some of them, but I can remind you a couple of games so quick if you don't remember.
Go ahead. I wanna hear it.
Malians mirror, Tato versus Daniel, insane game. Tato teaming without TCs at some point. Full aggression game, one with the Mangolas forward. I mean, crazy game, you know? And Portuguese, Capoch versus Dogal. Capoch 40 villages ahead with with Portuguese. Then the other went full clown aggression like it was arena, you know? Pretty sick, you know? Like pretty sick.
Yeah,
So.
it's very interesting as well, because we have never seen mirror matches for the last years at all in this game. And all of a sudden we see that now again, right? That's just not something you're practicing as well. How are you supposed to practice that, right? It's really hard because there is so much deviation there. So yeah, both players have to be very strong in terms of adapting. And I definititely prefer Malians here. I don't know what you think.
Jordi, check Discord.
Yeah,
and enjoy.
I see. Awesome,
you see?
awesome.
Tell me if everything is good, because
Okay.
now we're gonna make a professional caster, because you see my POV and it should be good. It's good.
Yeah.
If it's great,
Awesome.
let's go. Well,
Thank you.
I focus now on Mr. Yo map, and with Mr. Yo map, what do you think about Mr. Yo map? Because I see everything forward again. Like all the woodlands are forward. He has the goal also a little bit in front. The berries in front. Do you like that map?
I don't mind it too much, because if you're going to be walling on the left-hand side between the forests, right? You can connect all these 3 forests with walls. Then in the front, you can build your military buildings. Then you're in a very good situation, I would say. So yeah, Mr. Yo's map is not too bad for sure.
And we could say that is more or less similar for Sitaux, also with all the woodlands in front.
Yeah.
But a bit more open. Well, he has a cliff here on the left, but
yeah.
What do you think?
Still, the berries and the mangold are back for Sitaux, so yeah, the forests, let's say, are a little bit more exposed, but in general, I would prefer Mr. Sitaux. I'm always saying Mr. I don't know why.
Because I say Mr. all the time.
Yeah, it's like if every time Mr. Yo is in the game, then I call Mr. to both
Also
players.
true. Yeah, also true.
Yeah, but I like
Also
Sitau's map a little bit more.
Okay, let's see, because he has that goal also flat, berries at the back as well. This is so interesting because there's only, guys, a possibility to have one mirror game per series at the maximum, you know, because they usually don't pick even the first choice, the same civ, which is very interesting for me, you know, because you can see how every player has their own preference and their own thoughts, you know. You all might be pros, but everyone is different as well, or most of people, you know. And this is very nice because also make that the higher seed has not that huge advantage anymore in the draft.
Yeah.
You know? So you can pick what you consider is best. But then now we're gonna see how Mr. Yo is doing with the civilization already, the barrack. Well, Mr. Yo is going for the mill already. You see, completely different approach for both players too.
Yeah. And Sitaux is the kind of guy who really enjoys the very fast uptimes without mill building. So I'm really surprised by the fact that he's opting for the mill here. Let's see what he's deviating it to, because if you open mill, for me, that means that either you're trying to up a little bit slower, but then transition with a bit of a better economy into, let's say, archers or scouts, even if you're going completely crazy. And on the other side, Yo up to feudal age in a moment. He will click now, and he has done that build against me when you were hosting the show match there. And yeah, that's very scary, because all of a sudden you have 2 or 3, maybe even men-at-arms on your base, while the archer range is a follow-up for Mr. Yo. So that is very likely to happen.
Yeah, I have to say, and people remind the mods and our subscribers remind to the other people in the chat, since there was no break between games because they launched it right away, I didn't have time to play the ads. You have noticed now, and before, instead of having the ads in the middle of a big battle, I just played the ads in Dark Age, which is much better than Twitch is going to play an ad in, when it's going to be about the boom.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
So I'm just playing that now. Just a reminder, I couldn't play in between the games because there was no in between the games. I mean, we jumped for the first game to the second right away. Yeah. So that being said, please remind to those people that probably are watching now the ad because the ad might be finished in 5 seconds. Okay, the militias are coming. Both are doing the militias. So at the end, it was different build order, but they are up. Ooh, but it's different now because he has the 3 militias already. No, Mr. Yo has 2, but one has the mill. So what build order did you prefer? Because it's completely different. Mr. Yo is still without the mill.
I prefer Sitau's build because the berries just give you a little bit more of stable economy. Man-at-Arm incoming now for Mr. Yo a little bit faster, but it's not going to be game deciding whatsoever. It's just 10 seconds there. And yeah, it feels like with the berries, just you have more stability. And now the scouts are engaging against each other. So far, it looks completely equal.
It's very close. You can see how Red is still not with the mana times. Now he's doing, and Archie range already. He's going to try to, he put the scout away. He has to be careful here. Don't want to lose. He's going to use probably the bit, but he was trying to kill the, I don't like this approach by Yo, so close to the village. I don't understand why he took the battle here.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's a big issue, but, he's just down 1 man-at-arm right now. I guess he just wanted to get the villages occupied a little bit. Ideally, he doesn't take the fight, okay? But it's not a crucial thing. And now the scout of Mr. Yo has more HP, so that is very positive as well. And now both players obviously transitioning into archers. We see Sitaux using the advantage right now in terms of the time to plug down some walls. Mr. Yo did the same thing. And we will transition into a very stable game here. Second archer range,
but yeah, I like that, but I still see some things that are a little bit better and smoother for Sitaux. Double attacks, no double attacks for Mr. Yo. Yep. He did very early blast bit, very early blast bit, but is he using doing fletching? Not really. And if he's doing fletching now, it's gonna be for a long time without double attacks as well. Yep. So it feels like a lot more natural that build order from Sitaux.
That's the thing which I meant with the more stable economy, because with the mill, you're going to be able to afford more of the economical upgrades and the fletching. While on the other side, Mr. Yo, he didn't really gain any advantage whatsoever with his a bit more sharp build order. And yeah, now he's kind of paying the price for that.
Yeah, because still without double attacks, still without fletching. He's doing farmers okay. He has a little bit more farms right now than Sitaux, which is kind of surprising because Sitaux has only 1 archer range. It's true that he is going to make the blast bit now. He has the mill, but Mr. Yo has built a lot more. It seems that he's using more efficiently his units, his resources, sorry. I don't know. It's just kind of weird how to explain this because in terms of buildings, he has 1 archer range more farmers. He has now 6. It's true that now the 5th already for Sitaux. We're trying to analyze all these things because since it's mirror, we have to try to point out who is getting the advantage. For now, super close. Remember that those mana-tons are also with Pierce Armor extra. So it's harder to kill, but fletching is already done by both. Do you think Mr. Yo is going to remember that he doesn't have a single economy upgrade?
I think, yeah, Mr. Yo is that kind of person who always checks for that very frequently, so I would be very surprised if he doesn't do so. I think Mr. Yo doesn't really see the forest on the other side, right? So he's going for walls, which are not ideal right now, but yeah, it's not a big thing anyway. And now with the archers, he's very safe at home. Whilst on the other side, he is going to apply the pressure in the front. He's done a great job maneuvering the archers of Yo toward the south side. And now Sitaux is maybe able to harass a little bit.
Let's see if he's going to make it. The archers are coming. The skirmer as well is doing the armor. Even Mr. Yo is going to have the armor again. Committing. Sitaux walling absolutely everything. It's going to be arena. Well, even more than arena. Sick. See, because he's one and all. Mr. Yo shouldn't have a problem, Jordi, because he has double archery range. So with the army he's bringing now, he actually has more army than Sitaux. He should be fine. And also with the armor. So he's going to put him away. And in this position, I'm starting to like how Mr. Yo is getting there because the wood is exposed for Sitaux and he's going to have a problem.
Absolutely. He's now kind of forced to go for padded archer arm as well. As he sees that Mr. Yo has such a huge amount of archers that you kind of need to have skirms of archer armor in order to fight against those. But it is always going to be a little bit better for Mr. Yo as he has the army advantage. Now both players very likely to meet each other on the middle here, and yeah, Sitaux rightfully backs down here. He needs those skirms in the front in order to engage here.
Crazy. And how this farming having faster is making that Mr. Yo is getting more and more resources. Let's see now if he's going to be able to kill those skirmishes. Mr. Yo microing well. You don't see these too often, but he's trying. Archers in top of that hill. Now he's going to try to take some good battle, but Sitaux is microing very well too. He's going back a little, and next step for Yo is maybe going to be a market or is not needed. Do you think they should sell the stone? We have seen this with Malians pretty much all the time, all the games.
Yeah, I personally am not the biggest fan of the market usage, but I think I'm wrong with that one because there's so many players doing it, and it just gives yourself a little bit of a time window where you're capable of applying the pressure. So that's good. And that fight I don't like from Mr. Yo. I don't think that's smart at all. He's
trying to kill the archers, but the skirmishes are there, Mr. Jordan. So I don't know either. He lost everything, man. He lost everything. And now. Oh, man.
And now Sitaux up to castle age even faster than Mr. Yo. And he was working with two... What was the sound? He's working with...
The sound is that I'm not convinced what Mr. Sitaux did it. You know? Like, he was almost up and then he sold all the stone. He didn't need that.
Yeah. It's very interesting that he has decided to do so. But sometimes players are getting into... that habit of just doing certain pattern, executing it no matter what, and that's not always the perfect way to do it. But let's see. I mean, Sitaux, if he's capable of gathering around 10-12 archers, which he's then able to upgrade to crossbows right in castle age, then he has a little bit of potential to do something there.
Yeah, let's see what Mr. Yo is going to do. For now, he is still doing the skirmishers now. And is spamming more and more. Military numbers is getting closer, 12-8. It's something that you don't want is to be housed at this point, that you are massing army, but he's housed now. All right, he still houses, so one of the archery range is not working. It's going to be faster, nothing, 1 second. So it's not a real difference. The game is still incredibly close. And now the advantage, if Sitaux is not doing damage, is for Yo. Why? Because he didn't sell the stone.
He didn't sell the stone, and he has the perfect counter units to what Sitaux is going for right now. So this is, in general, a positive thing for Mr. Yo. And Mr. Yo is also that kind of player who's not really going to be caught off guard here. He knows exactly what Sitaux is going for, and we indeed see the crossbow and botkin arrow coming in right now. And we will see a lead skirmisher from Mr. Yo. And all these archers are completely exposed here. One goes down. Yeah, nice save by Sitaux, but that was a little bit dicey, wasn't it?
Yeah, I agreed. I like a lot that he did the tone watch the first upgrade just after the castle age. They are now in castle. He's still without lead skirmishers. Is he doing what? He's doing a siege war shop. He's not going for the lead skirmishers. Do you like that approach?
I personally would never do it. I think elite skirmisher should always be
+2.
Favorized.
What the hell?
Yeah. I think elite skirmisher definitely should have been prioritized over the siege workshop. But yeah, Mr. Yo feels very comfortable with his siege play and therefore went for that. And now we see elite skirmisher coming in as well.
Well, we see everything, and also doing the +2. Then we see how now we see the stable. One is stable and knights. But the problem here is, if you are going to go back home, and then you put the skirmishers behind the walls, then Mr. Yo is gonna be fine. The score is kind of scary. Do you think this affects now to Mr. Yo right now? Like we are both Malians and look at the score. He doesn't know if now Sitaux is on 3 TCs, for example.
Yeah.
He had no idea.
He has no idea. That's true. I personally would not read too much into it. It is more about how the points are going to evolve the next few minutes. Because if this discrepancy is 500 or 400 in 5 minutes, then or it increases, the discrepancy increases, then you know exactly, okay, you're in a bad position. But right now, it's completely fine.
It's completely fine, but now those skirmishes that are +2/+2 are going to the damn hell. This is 3 knights. He need to go to that area. He's going to the little house, maybe, or not. Would you go inside with those skirmishes? The TC is gonna be closed, yes, but
you have to.
The barrack is deleting the barrack. Okay.
Yeah, beautiful catch by Sitaux, though, right? He is killing a lot of skirms here, damaging them, and also forcing them completely back. And Sitaux right now has the full map control, and he should utilize that one as well. We need to see a siege workshop forward from him. In the meantime, at economy at home, at TCs, as far as I can see, he still has, or he already has to, so he's doing a good job with that. I see a lot of players doing the mistake of going for a third one in this kind of situation, and that's not ideal because you need the food for investing into knights, and third TC would just hinder your economy. And Sitaux is just
for now.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
No, go on. Sitaux, what is?
I'm just saying, like, Sitaux is in a perfect position right now. He wants to be in this kind of position. He's applying the pressure. He feels like he's harassing very nicely. And this time, Mr. Yo is not really capable of defending as well as we saw in the first game. And yeah, this game is completely different right now.
Completely different, and we see 3 TCs for Yo, but now he's defending good with those. He's doing the monastery. He is still only 4 villages behind, but remember that he has wheelbarrow for quite a long time ago, and that helps. So it means that the difference in villages is even less than that. He's sending the knights. I will send the knights like this? Probably not, because he's gonna trap them. He's gonna lose probably now a few of them. He's not losing a single village. He's losing HP. You will have to kill those, and Mr. Yo is gonna stabilize. And the score is, in my opinion, lying a little bit. The KD matters a lot here, but yeah, there's a difference in population, but village is different. It's almost the same, and the economy in these kind of matchups matters a lot, and a couple of conversions here could be brutal here for Mr. Yo.
Absolutely. And we see now +2 has finished, right? So those knights are going to be so tanky. And Mr. Yo, really? He was converting for so long? That was the longest Mr. Yo conversion I've ever seen. That was insane. But now those knights are doing so much havoc. We see another monk trying to come for the rescue. Let's see. Okay, this one was a proper Mr. Yo conversion.
Okay. He's gonna lose now the other 2. Now, is he losing all the knights for 1 villager? He lost all the knights +2 for 1 villager. I don't like that one.
No,
really don't like that one. He's doing the house. Look at the house he's doing. So now he's going with the mangle to the skirmishes. He's gonna be block that one. He's gonna take those.
Oh, that was the biggest shot, man, you could have got.
And another one. All right. Okay. And he's taking all the units here. Population is getting almost the same. 65 villagers. 65 villagers. Oh, he took the mango. That's good, actually. That's really good, actually, that he took the mango. But check the population. I told you that this is misleading completely. 67 villages, 68 with Bozo for Sitaux. Gonna make the 30 TC now. Both are doing now stable. So who is gonna use now? The knights better will probably take the game. This can be insane. Mr. Yo has right now a really unbalanced economy. He needs to use the market. 1,500 gold. My goodness.
That's a beautiful thing, yeah. Yeah, but he has a market, so he can switch the balance of the economy very, very nicely. The thing is, in those kind of scenarios, the most important indicator, guys, is how many farms does each player have. And that tells a lot about the situation and tells a lot about the macro. And Sitaux currently has 30 farms, while Mr. Yo only sitting on 16. And that's insane, because both players will heavily go onto heavy knight spam. And the one with the bigger farms or more farms is always going to be in a better position here.
Yeah, he's spamming now farms, Mr. Yo. Sitaux has right now, well, quite a lot of farms, but the most important for quite a long time. But still, the ratings now, from now on, is going to be also really important. Let's check the economy for both players. Whoa, he almost 3,000 resources more in total. Sitaux with 2,000 gold more, and now he's taking the knight, but he killed 2 villages. Villages, though, Mr. Yo, 6 villages more, but he's coming with knights, he's coming with crossbows. Now, Yo is doing knights, he's doing camels, he's gonna have army. He has the TC here, so he has to be careful. I told you that these mirror games somehow are being really nice, very amazing, because right now both are playing really different, but you can see the game here. Now he's sending the monks, and Mr. Yo is stabilizing, he's gonna have the +2. If there's a player that can stabilize in these kind of situations, this is the Chinese. I mean, if you see that the score, he's 700 score behind. He has a stone to drop a castle. Where the castle now?
That's a very good question. I wonder myself where he should put it. I think he has to put it onto the left-hand side to guarantee himself the gold income. But first of all, I think he will wait a little bit to get maybe a better position on the map, because he knows exactly he wants to commit heavily onto the cast stage now. So maybe he hopes that Sitaux will not produce as much as he does, and then he will be able to get a better cast position. But he's wrong
you know
with
what?
That one.
Exactly. I was going to say exactly that, Mr. Jordan. That is wrong completely, because he's now spamming. The monks are going to be bye-bye probably. Let's see. There's a knight trying to kill the light caps. He's going to kill, but the monks, you know where the monks are? In the damn hell. They are in the hell. 90 is 86, 22 army, 5 army. Whoa. Sitaux is playing right now amazing and not giving a single second to Mr. Yo to breathe. A single second.
Look,
my goodness.
Look at how sharp Sitaux is playing right now. Like, he's controlling so many things. In the meantime, his economy is evolving more and more while he's raiding on so many occasions in the front. And Mr. Yo, he's like really struggling. He has to invest the time garrisoning the villagers into the TC. So that means the villagers are not working. He's trying to get out more and more units. But Sitaux is just all over the place right now.
It's all over the place. He's killing those crossbows, but now the camels are dealing with this. It's also true that, look at the upgrades for Sitaux. Bozo, Heavy Plow, Handcart, and ladies and gentlemen, Sitaux is on the way to Imperial. He's up to Imperial, guys. He's really up to Imperial. It's not a joke. No. He's spamming this army. He has 7 villages more only, but his economy is smooth. So you know what Sitaux has right now, Mr. Jordan? The timing and the momentum, man. Completely.
Give me the momentum.
To finish the game.
Yeah, it's just looking so good for him. Also, using the monks properly here. In the meantime, getting 4 relics as well while having all the action, and now adding some camels as well. So he's just looking so sharp. And Mr. Yo, yeah, he's kind of stabilizing, especially now as he's getting the army advantage. But yeah, Sitaux should have a very easy time to replenish those units right now as well. And the imp timing is just going to be so huge. I would love to see Sitaux dropping a forward castle onto the position where the monk is right now on that hill. That would just cement his position on the map.
But I think he's not going to do it. And now Mr. Yo somehow managed to have the same army or more army. And I will even say that this army is okay to deal right now with Sitaux, because they have all the upgrades, +2. Where is going to be Mr. Yo castle on the left? That's the second one. He's doing the castle kind of at home. Mr. Yo is still not up. 12 villages ahead. I really going to pay attention to Mr. Yo camera. Do you think he's going to make any reaction when he notices that his opponent is in Imperial? Come on. With one reaction, man.
Mr.
Please
Yo,
react. Say something.
Mr. Yo is cold as ice, Memb. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Yo is cold as ice. He will not see.
I'm gonna check anyway.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna check.
I'm
gonna check.
Come on!
I mean, seriously. I mean, what the hell is that, man? I mean, nothing. 0. Literally 0. It's like, Memb, go to the hell. We don't want the cameras, so I'm not gonna react. So then you don't put the cameras anymore.
Yeah, it's just like, You know, that's also one of the strengths of Mr. Yo, that it
Yeah.
seems that
Okay.
he doesn't get affected by those moments as well. I personally would be like, yo, shit, that's not
Yeah.
good, right? But he
Yeah.
seems to keep us cool. And right now, the situation obviously much better for Sitaux. He's up in Imperial Age. Also getting Farimba, a heavy camel rider
Oh
with the
wow.
full upgrades.
Oh,
So he's
but
going to be able
he's
to trap.
inside.
Yeah, he's
He's
inside.
inside now. Killing Villiers to his opponent, and Sitaux, no reaction. I can't believe that Sitaux no react. Now he's reacting. He's losing Villiers. All right. He's going to try to make a castle on the right. He's doing the +2 armor. Only what I don't like from Joe here is that he doesn't have the economy upgrade. It will be much better if he could have heavy plow, bow, so all these upgrades. Now those camels are +7 and they are heavy camels. They eat the army from Yo. He still some
Absolutely.
good numbers, but
Yeah,
it's impossible, man.
it's-
This is the 1-1.
it very much looks like that. The Jibados are the only thing which Mr. Yo has right now, which kind of have a good thing against the camels, but I don't think it's going to be enough, man. It's just too many units streaming out from Sitau's base right now.
Yeah, it's very difficult. He's trying to repair that castle, but without murder hoist, it's not going to happen. He's on the way to Imperial. Mr. Yo still have the same village than his opponent. He's up to Imp. But when he's in Imperial, what you going to do to stop these Farimba camels? You have the same civilizations. You're going to do pikes? You're going to do camels yourself? He has Gebetos, actually.
He has Jibados, but he will lose both castles, right? First, he will lose the one on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side. That one is just a matter of seconds or minutes until that castle goes down as well. And Mr. Yo, he's desperately trying to get some repairing onto the castle because he knows exactly how crucial it is for it to remain alive here. But now with 3 trebuchet knocking on that castle's door, I don't think it's gonna last forever until it goes down.
No, it won't. He's doing mastery, so he's gonna get some more HP, but it's just really not working. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Yo is losing this game, the mirror one, and now Sitaux with a convincing win, it's gonna be even more dangerous because you lose it with Dravidians, and as I see this, well, you can lose with Dravidians. No, you must lose with Dravidians. It's a must if you wanna be a good player. We're going to be a hater of that civilization, Jordan, but you have to lose with Dravidians. My goodness. Anyway, jokes aside, then he's now confident, like, I'm winning to Mr. Yo with the mirror Sith. Mentally, like, I'm winning to the supposed to be better player, favorite player in a same matchup Siths. So that boosts his confidence. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And it's so important to win the second game if you lost the first one, because if you go down to 0, it's very hard to make a comeback in a best of 5. But now with a 1-1, it's a best of 3 and all of a sudden. And we see Miss Yo calling the GGG. And that was just a beautiful performance by Sitaux. He played toward his strength. He was able to make things happen, harassed a lot, clean build order, clean build in general. And yeah, Sitaux just showcased his strength. And I tell you, I would not be surprised if Sitaux makes top 4 in this tournament.
All right, you can see what Mr. Jordan say. Sitaux for a top 4, 2835 economy. You can see 10,000 resources more. And whoa. We are there. You can see how Mr. Yo is AFK right now, which makes that I can play an ad now without people going crazy. Let's just play it now. Yep. And Jordan, I'm gonna bring you here into the camera with me. That's a smiley face. Oh my God, what are you doing, man? What is this?
I wanna be super dangerous.
You think, Mr. Dangerous, that it can be that high, Sitaux? You put him that it can be on top 4?
Well, the thing is, last time we saw him really going crazy was King of the Desert 4, right? And
yeah,
that was just a beautiful performance by him throughout the tournament. And if I'm not mistaken, he had to face Leary in the quarterfinals, right?
Yeah.
And I think if he had matched someone else, he would even had a good chance to make it there into the semifinals. So his playstyle just fits so well to the Arabia and
Okay.
therefore I'm not sure how much commitment he has toward the practice. But I played against him on ladder a couple of days ago. He completely shredded me 3-0. And you know, I think he has
Ooh.
potential.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, you play better in tournaments than in ladder. Let's
That's
give
true.
you that credit.
That's true.
Let's give you that credit, okay? All right, we have the players starting in a moment. And this is Mr. Yo with Khmer, Sitaux with Byzantines. This is a very interesting matchup, and I want you to tell me what you prefer here.
It's Khmer against Byzantines, you're saying?
Yeah.
I prefer Khmer due to the fact that Khmer's economy is just so much better. In theory, Byzantines have the better counter units, but the economy of Khmer should be so much of an advantage that you're always going to be having the map control, that you're always going to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and you have good units as well. You have the Hussar, which helps a lot already. You could, in theory, switch into Halberdiers as Khmer as well. Ballista Elephants is not to be ignored here as well. So, in general, Khmer should be a little bit better than Byzantines. Memb, what do you think?
I think Khmer is very dangerous. I like with the mobility, and if you go aggressive, but if you don't play that kind of approach, I don't think Byzantines might be afraid of anything in late game. You know, so I think Khmer will try to win early because the longer the games goes, in my opinion, be careful with Byzantines. They have everything, man.
Yeah,
like
Byzantines is
everything and
powerhouse.
cheap. Everything and cheap. So let's see. I mean, it's so interesting. And guys, finally, we don't have a 3-0 series. We have a close series because when the big names happen, and this is big names, Sitaux versus Yo, the series has to be closer and really, really interesting. And this game number 3 is crucial because the winner, I mean, a best of 5 looks so long, Jordan, but it's not that long. I mean, you put 2 points ahead, like the next game, it's already match point for one of the players, and that's massive.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the thing. So this game right now is very important as you have, the mental advantage, let's say like that. And Mr. Yo already successful with the lane, capable of getting 2 sheep there. And he might even be able to run into the elephant. No, not happening. But Mr. Yo will adjust his scouting pattern very, very soon. Yeah, he should. But not right now with the hill, he should know that Sitaux is on the left-hand side.
I don't know how many times this has happened because I don't have that statistic. But when it has been Byzantines Khmer, Byzantines always won in KOTD5.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's completely the opposite of what I was stating.
Well, but it's not that it's 20 games or something. Might be a couple of
One
times,
game.
maybe 3. No, I don't know. I think it has been more than one time. But still, it means that Byzantines has a lot of tools, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of tools. So it's complicated. What do you think about the maps for Sitaux?
Before I answer that question, can we please take a moment of silence for Sitaux trying to push the deer? It is so annoying to push. It's so annoying to push the deer if they're.
He gave up already?
Yeah, if they are stranded behind the forest, it's literally impossible. It's so annoying to push those guys, and he will not be able to push the deer, and he's down to sheep as well with Byzantines. That's disastrous. Absolutely disastrous.
But he's finding the second pack of deer. That's the good thing. This map has 2. They are very far. He's trying to find those, or maybe the sheep. I don't know. He knows where the other 2 deers are. But yeah, it's not pushing. It's pushing now, Mr. Yo, because he went for the lane. The deers are very far. This is something that we have changed on purpose on this edition. But 2 villages on wood. He's gonna go for the super quick approach here and try to go 18 population up probably.
Yeah, it's very, very likely. I'm very surprised by the civ choice of Sitaux. Byzantines is not the typical Sitaux civ. Sitaux is known for his aggression, and Byzantines is exactly the opposite of that. So yeah, very interesting that we see that kind of matchup being played right now. And Sitaux is really desperately trying to get the deer inside of his TC as he needs the food boost here.
Okay, he's pushing the deer right now. And
I'm not the only one who's struggling with that.
yeah, well, it feels good, right? Come on. I mean,
Yeah,
when
it
you see that
feels
all the
good.
struggle, yeah,
It feels good.
you smile, man. Like, man, you are today, you are guys. Today, Jordan is not the smiley one. He's not the nice one. Today, he is aggressive, Jordan. I like it. Let's go,
Aggressive.
Jordan. You keep
Aggressive.
going. Let's
Man,
go.
by the way, I want to see you pushing deer as well. Like that's something
I
we
want to
should
see myself too. Yeah, you know, I want to.
Yeah.
You know,
So
because
anyway,
I can't.
Yeah. Well. So anyway, Memb, talking about the Memb, about the map, not the Memb. So if we take a look at the tower space right now, we have berries in the back, wood in the back, and gold is rather safe as well. It's a little bit awkward due to the fact as it is on the hill, but you should be able to wall there as well. So Sitau's map, for Byzantines especially, very, very beautiful. And on the other side, Mr. Yo's map, berries in front, not the biggest issue, especially with Khmer. Back gold, that's what matters. Back wood, absolutely beautiful for Mr. Yo as well. It feels like his map is a little bit, yeah, a bit more difficult to wall, I would claim. But it should be the same. But with Khmer, you know, you have a lot more flexibility as you're not that dependent on the walls. While on the other side with Byzantines, you definitely need to get walls down in order to compete with Khmer.
Yeah, like American always put houses, so you can always garrison those bullets inside. Let's see. I mean, I don't see any goal here. He's gonna go stable again, Mr. Yo.
Yes, he will.
Yeah, look at how he's doing. You know, even touching those berries and now going for the mill, not leaving a single space or a hole between the mill and the berries. Not even with the stable, completely there. Now he's doing the barrack, Mr. Sitaux. And let's see if he's going to explore. He need to send a scout quick. He went up very fast, as you can see, 18 population.
Yeah.
19 population Sitaux, a little bit, well, it's not slow, but currently being 19 population when you have 2 villages on wood from the start of the game is already slow.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how that evolved, right? Because
Yeah.
back in the days when you did 20 pop-up, you were already considered as super, super fast. And now if you're 19 pop, you're way too slow.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
just how this game shifts,
stable.
right? I love that move. Like, Sitaux will just go for a barrack stable, and you know, Khmer can struggle against that as they skip the barrack and will not have access to the spearmen themselves. So
Yeah.
Sitaux can make things happen as long as he guarantees himself not to take any damage from those Khmer scouts here.
Also, you can see how Sitaux has taken back those 2 ships, and those 2 scouts are close already to Sitaux. He's walling. He's doing a house. This is open. This is open. That's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. These kind of small holes happens all the time, and now it's annoying. He's sending the spear, but he's creating some chaos, and those villages are not working anymore as they should. He's coming with the third scout. He's now trying to make some damage, but this is exactly what Mr. Yo wanted with Khmer. He wanted to distract his opponent to keep it here and be annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. In the meantime, he's trying to get walls up. Because if he's able to get walls up without suffering any damage whatsoever, then Khmer is just going to skyrocket completely with the economy. So Sitaux, his biggest endeavor right now should be to get into Yo's base as soon as possible right now, just to cause some havoc.
Okay, let's go. Vamos, amigos. Also, we are with Jordan in only the 3rd game, very early yet, and we have over 4,000 viewers already, which is amazing. It's really, really amazing on Wednesday, Mr. Jordi. So we keep going strong to make KOTD super big and to have more and more KOTDs, or who knows, more tournaments, right? More tournaments.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we're going to see. We're going to focus definitely in the battle. Thank you for everyone that is joining and tuning in. This is 2 scouts now going for Sitaux. And Mr. Yo is not walled yet, so he has to be careful now, Mr. Yo.
The positive thing for Mr. Yo right now is the fact that Sitaux doesn't really have reinforcements coming anytime soon. And that means that Mr. Yo is going to be capable of fully walling his map without taking any damage whatsoever. And on the other side, Sitaux, yeah, right now he's kind of safe at his base, but he doesn't have any walls right now. So that's something he needs to consider as well. And I'm pretty sure he will do so. And for Mr. Yo, the game plan should be very clear. You want to add archer rangers right now. After you have gathered enough farms, I think in his situation, add 2-3 more farms and then go up with the archer range, as you want to have crossbows, right? Because Byzantines in theory can counter night play super easily with the cheaper camels. And with Khmer, you want to have archer plus knight combination.
The problem here for Yo, in my opinion, is that, okay, well, now there's not a real problem. Oh, he's saving that village. I like it. So the problem here for Yo is that he's trying to go directly to Castle Age, but Sitaux as well. He's doing now the archery range, but he has done a lot of farms, didn't do any army. And probably that archery range is not to do army now. It's just to have the buildings to the next age. But well, let's see. He's going to kill a villager. That's good. I mean, oh, he killed it now for 2 scouts. Well, he took a villager. I don't know if that's worthy enough, to be honest.
It's not worth it. That cannot be worth it. That was really sloppy by Mr. Yo, as he could have killed that village easily without losing 2 scouts there. And yeah, Sitaux, I think he is very happy with how the situation is right now, as he was able to kill 1 villager as well by Mr. Yo without losing a scout himself. And now he's slowly but surely walling up as well. We obviously will see Mr. Yo going up to cast stage a little bit faster, but Byzantines, Sitaux not trailing behind too much here.
Not too much behind, as you can see, guys, and how Jordan said, this up to castle is already Mr. Yo. Super quick up. He has the archery range on the way, and he's doing the second archery range. Jordan on point with his predictions. Double archery range. He's doing the archers already. And yes, makes sense. Like how you can go nice. He can spam not only camels, he even pikes as well with the Byzantines. So crossbows. And what else? We'll do the ballistic or just crossbows and extra tone centers?
I think it makes more sense to add extra TCs, especially with Khmer, as you have or you will have a lot of food gathered from those farms. And then you want to put this food into villagers out on the map as soon as possible. And if you invest into university instead of a TC, then that kind of delays your potential heavily.
Yeah, well, he has to make now a horse collar. He didn't make in the start. He's now doing the blast bit. That horse collar need to be done now, or all the farms that he's going to keep adding, well, they're going to have to be received much faster than he sold or that he want. And he has a lot of food, man. It's crazy. The food you get with Khmer, it's just sick. In 30 seconds, he's going to be in Castle. He's still missing some gold, probably, because he's using, and 6 villas on gold for 2 archery ranges is kind of too little. It should be at least 8, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see that the balance of the economy is heavily off for Mr. Yo. He has a 700 food surplus right now. Obviously, he will invest into wood upgrade, into military upgrades. So he will be back to 300, something like that. But still, gold is heavily missing. He doesn't have Botkin arrow incoming. He doesn't have crossbow upgrade incoming. So, not the ideal situation, and right now he's not planting down a TC as well. So, his
because he's forward. He's forward with siege. He's forward with siege. This is Mr. Yo that instead of going for
Tom Petrol.
Yeah,
Tom Petrol.
That's the problem.
Does he see it with Tom Petrol?
Look now. Oh my God. I mean, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it, but Tom Petrol is not yet in the range because Joe knows. Look how far he put, and ballistic is going to be there. But siege with what? With migrants or scorpions, whatever he wants, he's going to be sick. Obviously, Sitaux with more army. Now, micro is going to be crucial for both. But this surprise is probably not expected by Sitaux. And Joe is going with a migrant, and I wouldn't send the migrant alone because he can make a knight, and he's doing a knight. So he should wait to have a scorpions or even a monastery, because if he's losing this forward, Mr. Yo is going to be in a complicated position. Don't know what you think.
Absolutely. And it's not like he has so many crossbows in the front as well to secure the mango.
No.
Right? So it will come in as a surprise. Sitaux will not expect that. The good thing for him is He's Byzantines. He has Town Petrol.
Yeah.
Let's see if he reacts. No reaction yet. No reaction.
No reaction, but
Now
he's in it
there
now
is a
and he has to
reaction.
move. Yeah, but there's a problem. There's no goal anymore now for Sitaux. And his goal is, well, far from that area. Now the knight is coming. He has a Krobos. The monastery is going to be there. But I insist, not too many archers. If he's going now with the archers and with the knight and take the mangle, it can be a disaster. The monk need to be there, but Mr. Yo also don't have the monk. He's doing the second tone center. This game, this is starting to be so interesting, but I really like Sitaux' position. If he's not losing his army, Sitaux is definitely ahead here. Oh, the mangle. It's an old Krobos. It's not an old Krobos. If you lose the mangle, it's going to be a disaster. It's going to kill one of the knights, yes, but the mangle is down, and this is very much better for Sitaux.
Sitaux is completely shutting this aggression down. Like, he only lost one knight in trade for one mangonel and 6 crossbows. You take this trade any day, any time of the day. And now that villager in the front also completely exposed. Mr. Yo invested into a monastery, into a siege workshop, which is completely useless right now. And we see 3 TCs even for Sitaux, while Mr. Yo only has 2. Like, Sitaux is playing on point right now.
Yeah. I mean, we always talk about the decisions, and usually Mr. Yo, one of his biggest strengths is exactly the decisions. When I saw the siege workshop for one, you know that I'm a real huge fan of the aggression, you know. I was a little bit skeptical that could be a good decision because no army. I mean, if you have 20 archers, okay, but with 6, 7 archers going forward, don't really know. So, yeah, let's see. And now another siege workshop at home. He's starting to fall behind. Well, in theory, because you check the villages, and then Mr. Yo still have 2 villages more. So he's still okay. Because Sitaux idle TC quite a lot.
The thing is, look at the farm count though. We only have Mr. Yo with 8 farms, something like that, while Sitaux almost 20. So he has such a much healthier economy. And we will see that in the numbers very soon as well. Sitaux will have more villagers in the next minutes. And the big thing with Byzantines, we all know that they have a very easy transition toward Imperial Age, toward Arbalists, toward a forward castle into your face. So Byzantines in this moment, in this stage, very dangerous. Ballistics incoming as well for Sitaux. That way he will be able to shut down everything he can even think of. So Sitaux right now is very hard to push.
We have to remind that if Sitaux is winning today to Mr. Yo, that seeding that you see in the scoreboard switch. So Sitaux will be seed number 4 from now on, and it will take his path on the brackets. You know, Mr. Yo path, and that means that he will avoid, for example, people like Leary and Tatot. If I'm not mistaken, no, maybe Tato to have to face in a potential quarterfinals or something. I don't know, but he will avoid Leary. And well, in theory, you will get a better position. But Mr. Yo is back, and now look at the aggression. A lot of crossbows and mangonel. How he bring this army? I have no clue. Look at the army numbers now. He is sneaking 2 siege, 2 mangonels in front of his base, and now look at the amount of crossbows. Mr. Yo. It should be Japanese. He's a samurai, man. I mean, he's just a sneaky boy, man. Just look at this. How he's now doing the aggression, and population is almost the same.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy by Sitaux to allow this to happen. I mean, if the siege workshop is there in the front, it is always a huge risk that the pressure, which Mr. Yo is doing right now, is, it is there, that risk. And it is something you have to address with having units there and constantly checking if there are units being produced from the siege workshop and the monastery or not. And right now, Sitaux, it feels like he is losing a couple of villagers in the south. He's running there, but Mr. Yo is definitely achieving more with that aggression than Sitaux was thinking.
Yeah, that we all expected. Now he's coming with the Krobos. He's going inside. He has to be careful. He's losing quite a lot against the TC. That micro is not on point for Sitaux. He's losing a lot, Mr. Jordan. And look at the stone by Yo. He's going to drop a castle forward or at home. Honestly, I will do the castle exactly there in between the mill and the... But no! Mr. Yo is going crazy. He's going nuts and he's going to drop a castle forward. He doesn't care about Sitaux aggression and he's going forward to make a castle on his face. What the hell?
I like that move because in Khmer's position, you wanna make the game as complicated and chaotic as possible. And with Byzantines, you wanna have it safe and structured, right? And that's not what Mr. Yo is doing right now. And now we see the Mangonel micro here, both on point here. But it is 2 versus 1 here, and I think Sitaux will lose that Mangonel. Indeed, it's down. It almost kills the other one as well, though. Is the villager
He's gonna repair now, I think.
Yeah, he will.
He's gonna repair. He's repairing right now. It's incredible how with Byzantines, what you only needed here is to spam army. He went for 3 TCs and he's having huge amount of idle time. And Sitaux shine a lot more when he's going with a lot of army. And suddenly, who has a lot of army is Mr. Yo. Siege, monks, forward castle, a lot of crossbows. You know, yes, more farmers for Sitaux. But 16 farmers for Khmer with now untouched economy, it is more than okay, in my opinion. And a castle forward. Come on, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, and in this situation, like Sitaux needs to understand that he's not really going to be able to deal any damage to Mysterio's base, right? Because Mysterio is completely safe. What Sitaux should prioritize is focusing more on the defensive and avoid Mysterio to deal damage to him. The Mangonel goes down, nicely done by Sitaux, but losing that TC is kind of inevitable because the castle continuously shooting at it.
Yeah, it's in the range, but now let's see. It start to have a lot of farming, Sitaux. The good thing here is that what you were talking with Byzantines, even having 8, 10 villages behind, it's okay because you don't need 1,000 food to go up. You need a lot less. Byzantine transition is fantastic, but now the economy for Yo is starting to explode. 8 villages more. The timing, the momentum is for Sitaux market. He unqueue the villagers and he's going up to Imperial. Now can do bomber cannons and arbalest. This is the beauty also of the Byzantines. Byzantines are so dangerous, Mr. Jordan. Really dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Sitaux, what is he doing? He continuously tries to move forward with the army, while his biggest threat is
at home.
Getting castle dropped. Right? He
made a yeah.
But
sorry, he made a house just.
Yeah,
he hit the house just in the right time. If he killed those, he need to kill the monks. You need to kill the monks. Well, Sitaux has ballistic. Why he's not attacking? Because there's a scorpion, 3 scorpions with extra range. He's going to go around. Ooh, that castle is absolutely massive. And we still have the Byzantines going up to Imperial. That castle race is going to be for who? Now there is a Mongol. Unbelievable. Doubt is going to appear in the channel. Doubt is here. He was there and he's today. He's going to do the castle. Doubt is not here today. The castle is up, but the castle is also up for Sitaux. And right now, Mr. Jordan, Sitaux is going to be able to take that castle down. He still have 2 minutes, and it's a Byzantine castle. The game is still going.
Absolutely. This was crazy and chaotic. I mean, Sitaux did a perfect reaction to it, right? He had at one point. Oh, he even still has 24 on stone.
Okay, guys, let's be honest. People in the stream, let's be honest. People in the stream, we all want ACCM win to Jordan on Friday because when Jordan come, always good series. Jordan as co-caster, please type 1 in the chat. Jordan as a player, type 2. Please, everyone, 1. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Everyone as a co-caster. Sorry, Jordan, your career as a player is gone. And now
I realized that.
Anyway, Jordi, villages on goal for Sitaux when he has 2 castles. Can you tell me, Jordan, how many villages on goal has Sitaux right now?
Yeah, it's a big 0 right now.
0!
It's crazy, right?
Seriously.
And you can also see the way how Mr. Yo thinks, right? Like, he knows that he denied 2 gold spots of Sitaux with the first castle. And now with the second castle, he really wanted to build it on his face as well, just to secure it, because no gold income for Sitaux, and he has to heavily use the market in order to get the traps out. And now we see the switch to the stable units as well. Mr. Yo has a bit of a better economy, 101 villagers, against 93. Hand card in, heavy plow in. While Sitaux,
Wow.
he is
Nothing.
not even any upgrades except feudal, wood, and horse color.
Yeah, complicated. It's true that population is not a big difference, but the economy is just brutal advantage here for Mr. Yo. Where this game switched, Jordan, where this game went for a position that it was looking amazing for Sitaux, and then I think he just underestimated that siege and monastery forward.
Yeah, exactly. The moment where the game switched was when Mr. Yo was able to push with 2 mangonels and 10 crossbows on the left hand side, and he kind of put Sitaux into such a bad position. Sitaux was forced to move a lot of his economy, and yeah, that was a big stopper for Sitau's position. And right now, Sitaux obviously holding, right? But his overall economy and situation is just not on the same level as Mr. Yo right now, and we see the calf play coming. And right now, I don't see any anti-calf unit from Sitaux at all. So this is going to completely evaporate everything Sitaux has right now.
He's going to clean it absolutely everything, because when we see that Sitaux has 66 on wood, 66 villas on wood, 25 on food, and 8 on gold, now recovering more, those skimmers are going to the damn hell. Obviously, Byzantines, they have very cheap helps, so go and make the transition. But when you check that his resources, Sitaux, are really, really balanced, 0 wood, 0 food, 0 gold, you know that he's in a trouble, Mr. Jordan. He can't do anything. No resources at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at the relic.
Checkmate. Yeah, that was a very inspiring one, a very confident one.
Okay.
Yeah, Sitaux, he's desperately trying to switch over to camels, but Sitaux, he will not have the time. Mr. Yo is going to apply so much pressure now. Raids incoming, and I love that move. Infantry upgrades incoming as well for Mr. Yo. So halberdiers are going to be able to shred those camels very, very quickly. And Sitaux right now, he's standing with the back toward the wall.
Oof. If he's, I don't know what is going to happen in this series, but if Sitaux is lose this series and he check the recorded game of this one, he's going to suffer, Mr. Jordan. He's really going to suffer, because he's going to be like, oh my God, I had a very nice and ideal position, but no, I couldn't do it. We see now 40 villas idle. This game, it has to be for Yo. This is a game not for Sitaux to win anymore, just for Mr. Yo to lose.
Absolutely. It's really, really tough in Sitau's situation to get himself some space, some air to breathe, because Yo is all over the place. Getting the perfect counter unit against those camels in as well. And what can you do with Sitau's position right now? He has 30 villagers idle. Okay, 12 now. But the work efficiency right now is below the 40% mark.
Oh, wow.
40%.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. Well, what Sitaux has to do is to reset. He has to reset. Don't think too much into this game. Think that there is nothing lost yet in the series, that he can still come back. Because if you think too much, GG call, Mr. Yo took the game. One game that I was even talking about potentially the position in the brackets for Sitaux if he was winning. So imagine how well positioned he was in that game. And then 2 minutes after that comment, he was pushing with mangoes and crossbows into Byzantines, that you can have super cheap schemes, great monks as well. It's crazy, you know. This win is a very strong one for Yo against Byzantines, in my opinion, the way he did.
Let's be honest, he should not have been able to do it, right? So that makes it even more of a special thing that he was able to pull it off. And now Sitaux being down 1-2, that means he has 2 match points against him. He still has Franks, Ethiopians, and Britons available to him. On the other side, we have Mr. Yo with his second pick, Malay, and Japanese and Vikings. So it's interesting. The 5th and 6th pick is still available for both players. and second and the third pick for Sitaux versus Yo there. So I'm curious what the mindset is right now for Sitaux. Is he going to go all out, use Franks here as his main pick, or is it going to be something else?
Well, I can tell you because I'm amazing with the predictions. No, because in 50 seconds the game starts. So I can tell you what they are going to pick, and it's Malay, Mr. Yo versus Ethiopians.
Oh, okay, interesting. Both civilizations very archer heavy. Not really focusing on cavalry units, as both civilizations don't excel too much there. So I predict we see a lot of skirms, crossbows, and mangonellas.
Okay, let's see what is going to be. You can see how Mr. Yo is already in front of the webcam, and you know what that means? It means that we are starting right now. And what you prefer here? What civilization you prefer here?
I would always go for Malay there. I think their economy is better, and I think with the faster uptimes you can reach very nice timing attacks, and also it feels like they're a little bit more versatile compared to Ethiopians, but I don't think the difference is too huge though, because with Sitaux, with Ethiopians, if you reach Imperial Age on a very equal stage, then the torsion engine bomber cannons and potentially also onagers are going to serve a big purpose here. So yeah, but I would still prefer Malay here.
Okay, let's see what it is going to be, because Mr. Yo as Malay is in the south. Blue player as a red, Sitaux in the north, and is already taking the elephant in minute one. Is afraid of a lane?
I saw Sitaux doing that very recently, and that was 100% 18 pop-up, and I don't expect anything else here as well. So
Okay.
this is going to be a very, very aggressive gameplay by Sitaux. And Mr. Yo with Malay, he will obviously be a little bit later with the clicking uptime, but as Malay advance faster, they should have around 20 villagers, 21, before they go up to fuel age, and they will reach that with a very nice economy.
In the whole King of the Desert, counting also the qualifiers, Malay wins against Ethiopians on 67% of the time.
I like that. Also, previous game, I said Khmer should win Byzantines. They did. So, man, you have a professional co-caster right beside you without, hyping myself too much here.
Okay, let's see. I'm just checking. Remember that we check absolutely everything. Okay, there's some small thing at home that he has. So they pause for a little bit. Let's see what happened. Some emergency for Sitaux, but he's back. So he's very quick. No problem. All good. We'll keep going. So, Mr. Yo, I mean, when you have to pay attention to all this, it's stressful, Mr. Jordan.
I know.
It's stressful, because I'm casting, but I'm not only casting,
I know.
Yeah. Okay. So they're back, and as you can see,
okay.
Go on, Mr. Jordan.
I was just confused because he said, okay, I need a minute to understand. I was like,
a minute, not an admin.
Yeah, I read admin, and then he's moving out of his room. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah,
the admin is not there, right?
Yeah, it's like, what is he doing?
Okay. Okay, you can see now. He's pushing now the Sarah is under the TC, so he has already Mr. Yo with 4 villas. It makes sense because with Malay, you're going to go up always quicker thanks to the 66% up. So I expect a pre-mill rush from Mr. Yo.
Okay, yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be a pre-mill rush or if it is going to be mill and then barrack. I've not seen Malay too often with the build order, so let's see. For Sitaux, I'm very certain that we will see 18 pop. Right now, both with 13 villagers and the second rhino or elephant has already been taken by Sitaux, so he will focus on a very quick one. And the question for me is not, for me personally, not if he will go for 18 pop, but is he going to go for barrack into uptime or gold mining camp into the up? That's the question right there.
Well, he has 100 extra food and gold with this civilization. So the goal is not that it's not in a hurry right now, but he needs the building. So mining camp or barrack, he's gonna make the barrack right away.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make militias himself.
Yes,
I don't think so.
He will.
He's gonna make militias, not gonna go up first,
No, yeah, he will go up and then militia, right?
and then militias on the way. All right.
Yeah. That's the plan.
But Mr. Yo is doing the militias now. He's doing it already. Yeah, now he's doing the Loom 18 population up. You can see, guys, this build order. Obviously, for this build order, is needed, as I can see, 2 deers or 2 zebras, right? With 2 is fine because he pushed only 2 and he's going to be able to go up, it seems.
Yeah. And
look at this.
500!
Oh my God. Exactly 500.
500.
Let's go.
It's 5 seconds idle TC time, though, because he was a little bit late with the barrack. But that was just 500. It feels like he has learned the builder. He practiced a little bit, I think, man. What do you think?
He's okay.
Yeah.
He's decent, decent player. But this is very important for Sitaux. He found his opponent. Mr. Yo didn't find his opponent, and he's sending the 2 militias to the wrong direction completely. To the wrong direction. He's on the left, and he's going to the right. Well, Sitaux, he's going to be there. 2 militias, and he should do more. He should do a third one and many times since you get now 100 food extra. And goal or not?
No, you just go for 2 militia and then archer range and build archers. Because man arms is just too much of an investment. And Mr. Yo, he's about to enter that villager though. And is Sitaux reacting? Sitaux?
But not a good reaction in my opinion.
He had
should have walled that villager.
Yeah. He had the option to do it, right?
Now he's out of goal. Because he's going to be there for a while. He will have to do the archery range. And this is very annoying because, you get 100 extra food and gold. But now you're probably not going to make the archery range what you wanted. You probably wanted to do it close to the barrack. I don't know. And he's there. It's true that now he's at home on the Mr. Yo base. So he's going with the 2 militias. I'm going to focus on that one. He's going to micro here. Mr. Yo, he's trying, but at least he's creating some chaos. Mr. Yo now efficiency below 70%. Sitaux 86%. Trying to make the damage. This is already worthy, if you ask me, for Mr. Yo. If he take a village, then he's super worthy. And he take 1.
Very nice pick off by Sitaux. However, with Malay, you can afford losing villager right there, right? Because you have more anyway due to the fast drop time. Still good pick off by Sitaux, and with the 100 extra gold for Ethiopians, your archer production is not going to be heavily delayed, but Sitaux needs to go up to the gold very soon again. He's going to be able to force those 2 militia back again with that archer, and right now we're kind of transitioning to a very equal game so far.
Yeah, he's now going to try to clean that militia with the scout, and he will. The 2 militias is still also on the Sitaux base, but he's doing the archers. He's now finally sending some villages to gold, doing double attacks. No double attacks for Mr. Yo. And I like a lot more the economy for Sitaux. You can see 11 on foot, only 3 on foot for a really long time for Mr. Yo, who is going to be idle because of that. As you can see, idle TC, no resources at all. Now he's doing the village, but after this one, what food he has? 4 villages on berries and 1 farmer. It's gonna be idle more and more. So all the economy advantage from Malay, it is gone.
Absolutely. And the thing is, fletching is going to be far, far away from Mr. Yo. And he's also not really going to be able to produce skirms anytime soon as well. So his economy doesn't look stable at all, and that's kind of the problem with Malay. It is very hard to balance Malay's economy with the faster uptime, so it's not that easy. This game we kind of see that there is a little bit of a problem in that, and Sitaux, I think he's going to be able to capitalize on that.
I mean, he has the advantage for sure. He has the blast but it's still not yet the resources to make the fletching. No, he has. He has 3 villas on the queue. You need to cancel, man. He doesn't need to cancel anymore because his echo is solid. Solid enough to make fletching. Well, Yo, no double attacks, no fletching. He has the blast all the advantage here. We want to see a decider. Mr. Yo and Sitaux, Jordan, I want to see a decider. 2-2, and then game number 5. Sick is what we want, amigo.
Absolutely.
It's what we want.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
And that's
Okay,
also
let's
what
see.
I predicted, right? 3-2 for Sitaux.
Yeah.
But let's see. I mean, fletching is in for Sitaux. However, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to be there in time. It doesn't really look like that. And on the other side, Mr. Yo could be able to harass Sitaux a little bit. He only has 2 archers there, though. And yeah, it's just crazy how good Mr. Yo is with the timings. It's just crazy.
The archers are there already. Now the spear. Don't lose the scout like this, please. Oh my god. Gifting the scout for nothing. Lost the scout that was full HP. Where he was looking for? Well, the archers at home. Because as you mentioned, he's super strong with the timing. Is that with the archers, so you have to multitask. And this is one of the hardest paths in this game. That's why most of the players wall, because multitasking in 2 spots at the same time is difficult, Mr. Jordan. It's very difficult.
It is, yeah, especially if there's a lot of micro involved, right? And with the early archer and skirm fights, you need to pay a lot of attention to that. Otherwise, you will just get demolished. And that's why walling is such an important thing in this game. Now we see double badax incoming for Mr. Yo, while Sitaux already has been having that one for quite some time. And idle TC time for Mr. Yo, plus the villager lost in summary leads to an equal or even a villager lead for Sitaux. So this is definitely going to be good for Sitaux right there.
I mean, that's fantastic because when you are ahead in village against Malay, you know that he has lost quite a lot because you are always like 2 villages ahead after the feudal is being reached. So yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Sitaux is still with the lead. He's gonna try to put the pressure. His economy look healthy, more healthy for sure. The farmers 12. Farmers for Yo now 12 as well, but he made them a little bit later for sure. And you can see that in the resources collected. Resources right now 400 in the bank for Sitaux. 42 for Yo, and both has more or less 1-2 villages on the queue, so it's not like they have a big difference. And now the key here, market. Sell the stone at this point, or use with the resources you have yourself try to go up. I don't think he need to sell it, but he's gonna make it, I believe.
I think he will do it anyway because he's a little bit afraid of the fast uptime from Malay. But I don't think he necessarily needs it there. However, this is very likely to be a 1TC play with a lot of archers, skirms, and mangonels. So you don't really need the stone at the beginning. So maybe that's the idea here. And if you're capable of going up very fast, then you might capitalize on the faster uptime and be able to harass a little bit as well. We see a few archers harassing Sitau's woodline, but I don't think it's going to do a lot here.
No, it's not that. And he only sell 100 stones, so he still have a stone to make another TC, which is okay, it's nice. Horse collar, gold mining upgrade. Oh man, this advantage is really important. Like Mr. Yo, well, he has Malay. I don't like, by the way, the house he's building at the edge of the map. He could have go farther, and then you avoid that your opponent is sending villages behind the woodline. So you could go a little bit more on the left, but it still is okay. He wall it, and now Mr. Yo is gathering the resources, but they're still not going up. While in 1 minute, it's stable for Sitaux. Do you like it? 1 archer and 1 is stable.
I like it because that one allows you to get 2 knights onto the frame or onto the field. And that way you will be able to push the skirms away. And it is very likely that Mr. Yo fully focuses onto the skirms right now as the top place against Ethiopians, right? And Ethiopians usually always go for crossbows. So the idea I like. And now with scaleboarding armor, he's definitely going to be able to push that harassment in the front back. And Sitaux was also able to clean the 4 archers of Mr. Yo on the left-hand side. Oh no, he was not. What the hell? He still has to count them. Now, finally, okay.
He is now cleaning them. All right. But now you have to forget a little bit the army. Go forward. And he's sending crossbows and botkin arrow. He's even doing his skill bar in armor. So he's doing everything. The upgrades, the knights, the timing, the momentum is definitely there because now the wood is exposed. The gold is exposed. If Sitaux come, we might be able to see a decider. Well, we will see. Because in the previous game, we also thought that Sitaux was ahead. And he really was ahead, but then suddenly Mr. Yo appeared from nowhere and made a real domination. Now Yo can see it, and he's moving the village very fast. Goal. The problem is that Mr. Yo will need a safe goal, and that's not a safe goal, Mr. Jordan.
Absolutely. This one is super exposed, and he doesn't really have access to another gold right there. The big issue for Sitaux, I don't understand why he's moving towards the right-hand side. Like, it would be so natural to go over to the left-hand side, because that's
and
where
take
the wood is.
Yeah.
That's where the wood is. And you can harass it so nicely there, right? And on the right-hand side, he is nothing. What is he going to think he's going to be able to harass there, right? So this is a little bit unfortunate gameplay by Sitaux. He definitely could have capitalized a little bit more on his timing advantage. But yeah, Mr. Yo right now, a little bit lucky.
With this decision, he threw his advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, man. I mean, he's doing at least skirmishes, botkin arrow. I wouldn't be surprised that the next step for Mr. Yo is going to be a monastery. Why not? I mean, you go a few monks, and with the skirmishes behind this, you can convert the knights and potential siege. So if I was Yo, I will do the monastery right now. I don't know what you think.
He needs monastery for the monks to convert knights, and also a siege workshop, because the siege workshop of the Tor is there. And you need to place the siege workshop yourself in front of the main gold right now for Mr. Yo. He doesn't do that. So let's see. Okay, now he is doing that. And ideally, you put it even onto the hill, so you get a little bit of extra advantage. But this field here, which we are looking at right now, is so important for both players. More so for Mr. Yo, because if he loses that position, that's not going to be salvageable anymore.
It's going to be very difficult. If he loses that position, he's doing a great tone center on the right. That is goal. So I like it. He is still being a little bit attacked by an archer on the left. He has to be careful. Skirmishes are still going to be there trying to hold. This TC is crucial. He has to make that tone center. If he's doing that TC, he is again one more time. Fine, Mr. Jordan. This guy, somehow, I don't know how he's doing. Oh, he knows that the goal is there and he's going to try to raid. He can't. Just finish the TC. Yeah. And he's finishing the tone center. He find the answers, man. I don't know how, but he find the answers, Mr. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And now he's coming with the mangle. Let's see what he's going to do.
That's exactly what makes Mr. Yo so strong, right? It feels like he always finds a good answer to what is going on, and now the monastery is being rushed as well, and with that safe gold there, it's just going to be so much better for Mr. Yo. And I'm really surprised by the fact that Sitaux doesn't try to hammer down his units against the siege workshop. If we take a look on the other side, Sitaux has 56 villagers with wheelbarrow already and going for Boso now as well. So economy-wise, both players are very similar. So very equal game so far.
Very close. But now we are trying to find some badaboom. He's coming, and he's going to come to that TC. With a disadvantage here for Yo is that he's going to take the hill. But Sitaux doesn't see yet that tone center. He's going to be very happy when he sees it, because he's going to be thinking like, oh, I was going to attack the main TC. Let's go for the other. Right, Mr. Jordan? And he's going to now to try to push those. No, don't send the knights. Don't send the knights. He's going to be with monks. Don't send the knights at all. Protect that position and try to push that tone center. With that, you are already doing, I don't know if you agree, already enough damage.
Yep, you're putting so much pressure on your opponent as well. And Sitaux right now, in theory, he has the tools to win this fight, but it is heavily dependent on the micro here.
Yeah, let's see the siege. Let's see this mangle shot. He is gonna take, oh my God, 1-2 HP for that mangle. The lag being a little bit involved here. 3 mangles, a lot of crobos, knights. He's committing a lot. He is still 3 villages ahead, but this is a lot of farming from Sitaux. The game is here, Mr. Jordan, because that army, cannot be lost. But ladies and gentlemen, Sitaux, if he had the buildings, he will be up to Imperial. He has the resources. Jordan, how he has the resources to go up to Imperial, 2 town centers, 2 villages more, 2 army more, and he's up to Imperial now, Sitaux. Unbelievable.
This right now is absolutely insane in terms of how clean Sitaux is playing. This is just insane. The fact that he right now has the resources to go up to Imperial Age is absolutely mind-blowing. And Mr. Yo, that's not something he's going to expect. He right now is taking into redemption because he feels like, okay, there's more Castle Age aggression coming. So this is very, very strong by Sitaux. 15 crossbows, 3 mangonels. The siege workshop is going to be taken down. And if in theory Sitaux would have Stone for Castle to drop into the front, that would be a GG moment right there. But he doesn't have anything on stone. He will focus fully on bombard cannons and arbalists.
I was going to ask you, like, this kind of approach with 2 TCs, I mean, you cannot have everything, right? Like, something has to be missing. Otherwise, you cannot go up to Imperial that quick, and that's the stone exactly. But as you mentioned, bomber cannons is more than fine. You get another 100 food and gold now, and he's already floating 500 food resources. Now, I'm going to ask you something. Jordan, as a pro player, I know that you don't want that we do this, but if now Mr. Yo also doesn't react when he reaches Imperial Sitaux, we ban him. I mean, seriously. He has to react because now, do you think that he expects at all that his opponent is Imperial?
No, for sure not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is going to come in as a huge surprise. Luckily for Sitaux, Mr. doesn't have ballistics yet, so he will not lose any crossbows here for free. Oh boy.
Oh, the Mangolos. If he's going with the knights, send the knight, but send the knights, Mr. Yo, send the knight for the mango nails. I'm not.
What is he doing? Oh, God.
Well, if he's not reacting now, he has to react. He lost absolutely everything. Mangolos, crossbows, all the skirmishes are down. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 5 has to be a reality. I know that Mr. Yo is a fighter. He has 11 villages more, and look his economy. Now he's going to drop a castle. That's the good thing. And he's dropping the castle here. Is Mr. Yo going to be able to come back selling the wood, take the resources? He's going to go up to Imperial in a moment. So is he going to be able to come back one more time, this player? Tell me, Jordan, because I don't know anymore. This castle is brutal now.
And in theory, he can come back from here because Sitaux doesn't have the tools right now to push. Chemistry 20 seconds away, so we will see bombard cannons hitting the fray pretty soon. They will be able to pressure the castle, but Mr. Yo will heavily focus on skirmish production right now. Sitaux on the other side, he will produce bombard cannons and arbalest. And I don't know if Sitaux's or if Mr. Yo's economy is going to be good enough to sustain skirmish for production, because you need bracer, you need chemistry, you need the last arm upgrade for the skirms, and you need to produce a lot of them because you will always be trading worse against bombard cannons and arbalest.
Yeah,
so this is going to be interesting.
I love Jordan, what he's doing now, Sitaux. He's moving few archers to another spot to kill few villages. Even though those villages are idle on that TC, he's moving those lumberjacks to another position. He did some towers at home. He's doing more archery ranges, but seriously, it's not a meme. It's not because I like to say, it's because it's true. All the timing, all the momentum is definitely here for Sitaux with a lot more armies, similar villages, almost the same villages. He's doing block printing. I like a lot that decision. He has redemption, remember. So if he convert the siege and convert a potential bombard cannon coming, then Mr. Yo having a castle can maybe come back, because village number is not a big difference here. So if he's doing the +3 and stop a little bit this push, maybe he can do the job. But guys, he's losing a lot. 13 villages down. Look at the KD. And they decided the game is getting closer and closer, and then we will talk about the decided. But let's focus in this one. +3 already done, but now the monks are there. And he converted the bomber cannon. Oh my God. Okay. But Micro now need to be much better here for Yo, or he's not going to be able to come back. Yeah, now is wild. If you convert the siege, now Sitaux can be in a problem. But Sitaux is mining a lot of stone. Sitaux can't lose this game. He has so many resources, Jordan.
He has
So many.
so many resources. His economy is flourishing right now. He will be able to drop a forward cast anytime soon as well. He doesn't have the best armor upgrades on his range units. He's switching to skirms right now. Don't really like that move. I don't think skirms is going to be that unit he wants to focus on. It should be arbalest bomber cannons completely, in my opinion. Maybe even adding hussars at later stages. But he's taking a very bad fight right now. And oh boy, those monks, they are such a great unit right now for Mr. Yo. But
Village on the TC.
Oh boy.
Look on the left, Jordan. Look on the left. He's doing some tower. The TC is going to be down. He's attacking. I mean, he lost on the right. Yes, he's now microing properly. I like it, dancing. But on the left, the TC is going to be bye-bye. There's no guard tower. And where's the monks? You need to convert the bomber cannons, but still, he's raiding a lot. 30 villages more, 8 army more. Nah. Mr. Yo and Sitaux are going to play the decider. We were talking in the start. Jordan said 3-2 for Sitaux. I say 3-2 for Mr. Yo. No matter what, it looks like we're going to have game number 5. And let's see who's going to be the winner. Because the next game give you a spot into the round of 16. Not only a lot more prize pool already, is that you are going to be in the last 16 players in the world. And remember that guaranteed you, well, to maybe don't face against the favorite. But who is the favorite anymore, Jordan? Because Mr. Yo is supposed to be the number 4, and maybe now it's gonna be on the deciders in this weekend. Yep. Who knows?
That's just crazy, right? Like
insane.
Sitaux has been playing this game so well, and Mr. Yo, he did all the things right which you can think of, right? Like he has done such a miraculous job defending, but Mr. Yo is not able to kill that bomber cannon because Sitaux has been able to pay attention there. So
yeah,
this kind of shows how well focused he is, right?
Yeah, he's doing the hand card. I mean, all the but it still is how many? 6 bomber cannons. 6 bomber cannons right now. Okay, you have to be careful. He's gonna send the monks or not. He's gonna send the monk. I think he's gonna send the monk, and he's going to convert. But you need to convert a lot now. It's too many bomber cannons now. But don't send the army against the castle. You will lose all the army. Still, he has 37 army, and Joe only 62 villages. Jordan, 62 villages. I know that he can make miracles, but this is too much.
This is way too much. Like that castle is not going to survive as well. There are too many bomber cannons hitting onto that castle, and. Yeah, right now I think we have reached the point, Memb, of no return for Mr. Yo to make a comeback in this game anymore. And I think right now, Mr. Yo, I don't think he has a clear indication of Sitaux playing how many TCs, but I think initially he was thinking with that fast of an uptime, it must have been 1 TC play, but that's not the case. And now the monk is going to bite the dust as well, not getting any conversion in. And, Mr. Yo, he's that kind of grinder. He doesn't like to surrender that quickly, but this game not going to be able to come back from this one.
I mean, 3,000 score difference is not that much,
Especially at this stage of the game, huh?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's huge disadvantage. But you said probably the key there. He's probably thinking that he has just this army, that he can't avoid any economy anymore. Because he is with 1 TC. Oh my God, the bomber cannons. Be careful there. No, he's not going to lose it. But don't lose the bombers, man.
Oh, that was close.
Don't lose the bomber cannons. Actually, Sitaux doesn't have that much army anymore. And, well, if he's converting another bomber cannon, you just kill that. Going to lose the monastery. He did a monk. He did a monk just in time, and now he can convert the one with more HP. If he converts, he's gonna take all the bomber cannons. And look at the army numbers. That's why he's not resigning. What the hell? And there's a pause. He's now raiding the woodland. Unbelievable. He smiled. Mr. Yo is human. He smiled. I have seen a smile. It's smiling. It's smiling, Mr. Yo. Okay. He's really smiling. He's smiling like I'm Fook. But I keep going,
Yeah.
I mean, you agree or not? Like, I'm really Fook, but I keep going,
Yeah. That describes it pretty well, the situation.
Yeah. It's like, It's a half a smile like, what happened here? Still, he's converting everything. Check out the numbers now. So he's forcing his opponent to go light cash. All right.
Yeah. 150 population against 90 population, though. And now with the light calf, also Hustler incoming very soon, I suppose. We will see Sitaux dropping another forward castle onto the main stone of Yo.
It's a troll. He's going to convert the trap. Sorry. He's trying to convert the trap with the mod.
What?
He converted.
What?
He converted the trap. What the hell, man? I mean, that. What was that, man? I mean, he converted the trap in 2 seconds. Thanks, DE. Are you for real, man?
Oh,
did you see that? It was what, 2 seconds? Of course. His goal in this game was to convert the trebuchet. He accomplished game number 5.
Man, I would have raged so hard with that conversion on the trebuchet. Like, come on. That was 2 seconds. That was in an instant.
Yeah, man. I mean, seriously. Anyway.
I love that game, man. I absolutely love that game. That was so high level quality. And we finally have managed to get a game 5. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Oof. Game number 5, guys. Yesterday or other days, some 3-0s. We have got also some 3-2 series with Tatot, with Winchester, with Margot, with Danielle. Now we have another one here with Sitaux and Mr. Yo. I told you, when I checked the people who I'm going to co-cast, I messaged Jordan and I gave him right away this series because I was expecting to be good, and I was sure that also this time for you feel good because it's early, and
yeah.
it's true. I mean, and it's good series. So I was like, and Jordan said right away, let's go, Memb. Let's go. So good series. Game number 5. And now, who is the favorite in I decided? Because Joe has more experience in these situations than Sitaux, and we have the Vikings and Britons.
Oh, it's going to be Vikings against Britons. Ooh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, let's see. I mean, in theory, Mr. Yo has a little bit more experience in those kind of situations, and it feels like whenever he is in a rough position, he seems to hold on very well, his composure, right? I remember when he was down 3-0 against ACCM and won 4-3. He went into multiple decider games and managed to clinch the victory as well. So, yeah, it feels like Mr. Yo has a little bit more of an edge in that regard. However, Sitaux just coming from a win from the previous game, and that gives you a little bit of a boost as well. You feel like, okay, things are going my side, and I can benefit from that situation. So yeah, I think it's going to be very equal in terms of the mindset there.
Oof, so hype. I was showing you guys what cities are going to be later, and also how is the brackets looking, the possibilities. Very important this game, and this is now a decider. So the winner is already qualified into round of 16. I don't even remember what prize you warranted, but some quite nice prize for being in the round of 16 for sure. And this is starting. In a moment, and let's see, because we have the Vikings and Britons, and we are in game number 5. You're gonna have the game already in your screen right now, and the Sitaux as a red is in the south. Mr. Yo as a blue is in the north, and well, they're quite straight this time, like both in the one corner, a little bit closer to the corner Sitaux, I will say. And usually that may give you chances to have a little bit better map. Let's take a look and tell me what you think, Mr. Jordan, with Sitaux map.
I like Sitau's map a lot. The only thing which could be a little bit dicey is his main gold, but even that is not the biggest issue because he has 2 extra golds in the south as well. And Sitaux sees the scout right away. Did he pay attention to that? He didn't pay attention.
Probably not. And now Yo is trying to take the ships because Sitaux is Briton, so he preferred the ships than the boar even.
He just barely misses that one. He just barely missed it. And he also didn't take the rhino or the elephant because he thought it would be a trap again. This is so, and we have been talking about this, man. In this game, small
But he will take now. He will take now.
He will.
Look at the ships. Look at the ships. He's gonna take many ships. Okay, he's taking 2 ships. If he's able to take them, well, the others are there. So Isu kill it. Isu go back and kill.
He has
He
to.
should go and kill it.
He has to.
1 and he's very important with Britons, and now he's going. Now he's gonna go or not? Okay. He felt that okay. Already I took something. He should have go for the other, for the second.
I think it would have made sense. Yeah, I think it would have
Yeah.
been very beneficial, and I personally love it what Mr. is doing and bringing to the table, because so far we have seen a lot of in quotes boring Dark Age builds where players just have been pushing deer and not doing anything else there. But with Mr. Yo, he's throwing things at you and trying to make the game a little bit more chaotic. And right now with Britons against Vikings, we talked about it a little bit. Sitau's map, absolutely beautiful, except the main gold. Anything else is safe, so that's a very good setup for him. On the other side, if we take a look at Mr. Yo's map, we can see that his main gold is forward as well. Berries, rather forward as well. And the wood lines are a little bit more exposed, especially if we keep in mind that Yo plays against Britons here. So, map advantage toward Sitau here.
Yes, it is. But now we're also going to show you guys facts between these matchups, between those civilizations. Matchups in the tournament, as you can see, and it can be more hype because 50%.
That's
50%. So can be closer. What is true is that both civilization has tools, have good things, right?
Yeah.
And obviously it's gonna be who is getting better decisions now for sure. And for now we have Sitau with the barrack already doing militias and already walling the left completely with the buildings, which is very smooth because you are not wasting resources. You are using your wood here to build so smart barrack, 3 houses already. Well, Mr. Yo is already pushing the ostrich and doesn't know if his opponent is coming. And he's gonna try to make a transition to the next age smooth. He's gonna make it a loom now, but the militias are coming, Mr. Jordan.
And I love what Mr. Sitau is doing right now, because he's not going for a very fragile build. He knows he's everything safe, and therefore can afford to go up a little bit later because he's going to have the tools required to defend any incoming aggression early on. And he will go up with 22 population while having 19 villagers, so it gives you a little bit more of a stable economy. If we take a look now, Mr. Yo, how fast is he with the quick balls? Usually he's not the fastest. Oh, look at that.
But you know what? Jordan, not in a decided game. Decided game is something else. Game number 5, and then you have to be quick. It has been quick. Do you see how he walled there? Oh my God, walling absolutely everything. And he's getting ready to rumble, Mr. Jordan. That was sick, man.
that was a beautiful reaction by Mr. Yo, and that was a very tough one to do as well, right? So
yeah,
what I like is
and what I like is the moment. You were just telling that, and then he bam, just do it at the same time. Was very nice. Anyway, he's gonna have 10. 10 villages on wood, 10 villages on wood, and he's coming with the militias, but he just uses the one for the berries because he knows that the militias are close. And I believe that Yo is gonna go directly into archers, or is he gonna go scouts?
Yeah, scouts.
Okay,
could also in theory be skirms, but I would not like that. I guess it will be scouts first and then skirms.
Let's see the stable. Where he's gonna make it. A stable at the back. Okay. It's just being safe. He's going to make the stable, doing now the palisade gate, just to avoid that he's coming. And now he's going to try to drive him to the TC. It still is okay to don't have village on the berries because he still have a lot of ships. He also took one, and he's taking a villager probably forward, or trying at least. He's probably not going to get it. But well, he's denying that house. Dolitas and Horse Collar. Vikings economy, it's so smooth that why probably Horse Collar makes sense, right?
He's not going for horse collar. I like the decision. You
Oh,
always
he
have to-
canceled. All right.
Yeah, you always have to think about it, because if you go up that fast with those civs, then you need to commit, right? Because if you go up just to go up fast, then it's not gonna be beneficial. So you wanna do something with the fast uptime. And Sitaux right now, he has gotten the confirmation that Yo indeed opens stable. So he's going to be able to defend properly, adding a spearman as well, and just walling himself very, very comfortably, because his map also allows him to do so, right?
Yeah, well, the goal is not the best. So let's see what is the following here for Yo. He has one goal at the back still. So if he denied that goal in front, he can go for a secondary goal at the back. Do you think that Mr. Yo is going to go archer range now? Or he's
Yes.
going to be greedy, wall everything?
No,
because
archer range. You need
You
to
need it,
have the
man.
archer range. Yeah, because
against
yours-
Britons.
yeah, exactly. You have to think long term, and Skirms is going to be your best friends against the Britons with Vikings.
Okay, let's see, because he has 4 scouts. He's now going. Remember, guys, decided game. The winner is going to be already qualified and avoid a very dangerous decider also, because that's another one, a decider that then if you lose, you are out. So imagine that one of these players out before the round of 16 will be, in my opinion, a big surprise for the tournament. That's for sure. So let's see. Those are big names that one of them will be this weekend playing Saturday or Sunday. We don't know when, but we'll tell you as soon as we can. All right, horse collar now. I don't understand then. Then I prefer that he's doing earlier instead of now.
Earlier, he could not have really afforded it without, stopping the scout production.
Okay.
And right now, he has decided that he wants to commit a little bit more to Fuel Age, but have a map presence with Skirms. And therefore, he will be later to Castle Age compared to Sitaux, but he will have a stable economy, because he will have around 16, 17, 18 farms. So I don't mind the decision too much. It is a nice adaptation by Mr. Yo.
Okay, and now he's walling all. Obviously, all civilizations are very nice when you're walled. You can see how the Britons is also fully walled. But the Vikings being fully walled is amazing with the economy they have. They're definitely very strong with wheelbarrow for free. He has to be careful with those. He need to go back. All right, he's doing already fletching. So he feel that all this commitment is fine, since you have a very nice civilization like the Vikings.
Yeah, Sitaux on the other side, I like what he's doing. He's not doing fletching at all. What he is prioritizing right now is going up to Castle Age as fast as possible. And he wants to hit a timing, right? And I think Sitaux, at this point, you have to assume that your opponent is defending with skirms, with scouts, and you're not going to be able to achieve anything whatsoever.
Absolutely. Oh, it's stable for Sitaux.
Okay. So what Sitaux is thinking is that he wants to compete for the map control. He will be up later then, obviously, but he will be able to get the map control. And Archer's scouts are stronger than scout skirms.
That's the point here, but the skirmishes are already there. He's gonna have even the armor. He's trying to go and make some damage with those archers and militia, but there's not a single hole. Well, on the left, still not wall, so he has to be careful there. Mr. Yo, let's see if he's gonna see this. The scouts are coming. Look at those skirmishes trying to deny the goal. He's not breaking in, but well, he's creating some chaos. So this definitely benefit Mr. Yo, Jordan.
I'm very surprised by Sitau's reaction so far. He is having scouts in the queue, but I still don't see any blacksmith upgrades from him whatsoever. So this is very odd with the way he's defending right now. And his villagers are not working too efficiently. If you take a look, 80% for Mr. Yo, 65 for Sitaux right now.
Well, he didn't do the upgrades because he's doing the blacksmith now. He's doing the blacksmith now. Super late, 17 minutes. Decisions matters a lot. The steel resources are cool for him. Now the archers are there, but he got the skirmishes with all the upgrades. So even if he has this army, Mr. Yo army is right now better. He shouldn't be really afraid. Just take the hill. Don't go away with the scouts. Is he going away? It is going away. Okay. Resources are almost the same. Will you still do the fletching now? Because you push already back your opponent.
It's
okay. He should do it, but he's not doing it. And now
what
the
is
scout and the
Sitaux doing?
skirmishers are there. I don't know where he's taking this battle. He's gonna try to kill the scout. Okay, actually, he took a good battle because he got many scouts, but now a lot more army is coming from the Vikings. He can't take that battle anymore. And there is where now probably he needs the upgrades.
Yeah, and he's
Or
still
not,
not
he's
going
up.
for it. He's still
Oh,
not going
wow,
for
he's
it.
being greedy.
He's super greedy. Wow.
But he's up to Castle Age, man. What the hell?
That's a
And no
super fast
idle
uptime.
TC.
No.
This is pretty sick. Obviously, the Vikings Mr. Yo is gonna be up soon as well. He probably knows. He knows that his opponent is up because he see the score. He definitely see the score. And finally, we don't see any market approach here, any market abuse. You can see the schemes and the spears. He's gonna kill the scout. Don't like what he's doing now, Sitaux, losing the scouts and taking a lot of damage. Now he's going back. And the timing is only 45 seconds. And the population is almost the same. Very close one. And now losing. This is better for Mr. Yo, for sure.
This is 100% better for Mr. Yo. He's cleaning everything.
Woo!
I have no idea what Sitaux did. I have no idea there. No
Yeah.
fletching. Killed him.
Oh, still didn't make a single upgrade. Now he's doing archers. Still have only one archery range. Remember that you produce faster. Yes, but now doing the second archery range. He is still without the upgrade. Now he's doing fletching. Probably now he noticed that he didn't make the fletching. Okay. Second archery range here. The game is still close. Yes, but less. Less because now no army for Sitaux. So you are up to castle is faster, but he will need siege probably.
Yeah,
Or
it
not.
looks like that. It looks like that. The problem is, it was a mistake by Sitaux. Like, I'm pretty sure he thought he had fletching researched. And yeah, he did not. So therefore, the spearmen were able to deal much more damage than they should have. And now the gold is harassed completely. And Sitaux doesn't really have gold income right now. And yeah, he's planting down a siege workshop, a second TC as well. But the biggest issue for him right now is that he is on the back foot, as he doesn't have the map control. And Mr. Yo is super happy with that, as with the Vikings, you're going to have a good time with the economy bonus.
Okay, let's see what is going to be. 1 TC, second town center. So he's going for the boom approach. Well, ballistic is the one from Mr. Yo. Ballistic. He's afraid probably from still from the Vikings. You have here the knight already and the crossbow. He's gonna clean the army, man.
Yeah,
so
nice.
the game is still going extremely close. So Sitaux is still completely fine right now.
Yeah, Sitaux is doing some very good moves here against those skirms. We see a few archers being able to save those skirms though, and now a crossbow incoming. So Sitaux, what he should do right now is not invest too much into crossbows, but heavily into mangonels, because mangonels are going to be important anyway, as you want to have onagers and Imperial Age to fight off against siege rams, because siege rams is literally the biggest threat to Britons.
Okay, their birth friend for sure. Still, Villa is different now. Is ahead for Sitaux. He's coming again with the range units fully upgraded and ballistic. Do you think now Mr. Yo should do some knights here?
I think what he needs to do is add a siege workshop in the front as well, because going knights right now could be a bit of a suicide mission. And with siege workshop in the front and skirms taking off or picking off crossbows could be a good thing. And now Sitaux obviously knows that there is indeed ballistics in the play for Mr. Yo, and that also tells him that Sitaux or that Mr. Yo is heavily committed to army upgrades right now.
Yeah, but still he has bow, so he has hand card. He's doing his skill bar and armor, so he's gonna go knights. He's doing the second tone center. He's sending knights as well. Obviously, with the skirmishes and crossbows with the ballistic, if you make a couple of knights, you might snipe the mangle. So definitely, what you need now, Sitaux, is a monastery. Imagine now a few monks. It can be definitely deadly here because with siege and monks, what Mr. Yo can do right now? Well, he should do lightcast maybe, but he's sending, and he can see that the scout is with the +1. If he's paying attention, He can see that. Let's see if he's going to be able to do the job. You have to be careful. Even with Ballistic, don't lose the arches. If you lose the arches, it's going to be terrible. Now, he's going to try to micro. Let's see the dancing. He's dancing. He's in the disco already and taking the mangle as well. Oh, my goodness, Mr. Yo now dominating here with the army, but he's still behind with the boom.
I'm very surprised by the fact that Sitaux went out so far into the map, because yeah, he's not really at the position where he can really afford throwing away units like that, and the Mangonel is just so crucial, right? So yeah, good pick off by Mr. Yo. Also, if you take a look at the score, it is very, very scary indeed.
Oh, wow.
It's
the
like
population
1,000.
is the same, man.
Yeah.
The population is the same. Let's see that one. You have to make monks. He's going again too greedy, no army at all. Like that Byzantine game, you know, it's just not doing an old army. And if you are Britons and you mass crazy amount of crossbows, they have the extra range and they are amazing. They're really amazing. And now he's not having the numbers and wasting a lot of resources. Look at a lot of army. Look at the army, man. 5 military, 22, Mr. Yo. This is complicated for Sitaux. Really complicated now.
Man, if I look at the score, this is so scary. You look at the situation, you're like, what the hell is going on? Like, I am getting completely demolished here right now. And Sitaux continuously running into the crossbows by Monsieur, but Monsieur is completely on point here. Not losing any units here against Mangonels in a stupid way. And right now, I'm surprised by the fact that Sitaux is so aggressive with this Mangonel, because in theory, Monsieur could have like 4 or 5 knights already, and Sitaux, oh boy,
he takes the Mangonel.
Very nice.
But he doesn't need that. He has to be careful. At home, he's getting raided now. The village on stone, because Joe is being active with army, and Sitaux is still no military. 9 army, 27, and you go forward. If you are already in 3 TCs committed, stay calm, stay defensive, make the army. And if you have a stone to drop a castle, then attack from there. But now you can't attack. You don't have the military.
No, he doesn't. And villager count is finally equalized for Mr. Yo as well. So Mr. Yo seems to have the edge here in this game, and he's been so active with his units as well. Like, he has not taken the foot off the gas for last minute. And you can really tell that Sitaux is heavily struggling with that.
Okay, let's see, because now he's finally going to have some army here to kill those army at the back. He's still 4 villages ahead and deploying with the Vikings. He has now heavy plow, even Boso, hand card. He's playing now, Mr. Yo, extremely aggressive. What he has done before in the previous game, Sitaux, now is Mr. Yo. They changed the roles.
Yeah, and you can tell that most of the time, the player who applies the aggression is the one who is having the lead.
Winning.
Yeah.
Who is winning mostly? Well, honestly, it's the map, and is the map rewarding the aggression? It's in some situation when the map is open, it seems that it is.
I think so. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's
let's see.
It's easier for the aggressor to, at least that's how I have it in my games, that as the aggressor. Ooh, nice pick off by Sitaux though, picking off 1 Mangonel. And the second one is.
But he'd repair now.
Barely.
He'd repair now. Aye. Soon the problem is that Mr. Yo is gonna come with a castle forward. I don't know if he's gonna make on his face, but being Joe, I wouldn't be surprised. He's crazy. Oh, he take another. All right. He's running less. He's only 6 villages. Now population is still ahead, but he's trying to push him back, and that micro is so important. He has ballistic both places. Yes, this is another Mangonel. He has the knights. You have to be careful. The micro here is crucial, and he's losing the Mangonel. He killed the villager, but not the Mangonel. Aye. So complicated. It's still more than double the army for Yo. And Mr. Yo, that has an amazing economy right now, is going to go up to Imperial very soon. It's true that Sitaux has 1,600 wood, and he could do a lot of farms, or even sell resources here, but it seems that now Yo, it has the economy lead, and it's gonna go up in a moment to Imperial, and that is snowball from there from the Vikings.
Absolutely. Now we see a heavy market utilization by Sitaux.
Okay.
So in theory, he could match the imp timing just a little bit. However, Mr. Yo is building a very beautiful castle on the top of the hill, and exactly in the center of the map. And yeah, Sitaux not up still. His economy is okay. Now he will go up to Imperial himself. Losing the Magna
Oh,
though.
yeah, no, wanna kill? Okay,
Yeah,
that's nice. 1-for-1 in the last second. Okay, still killing, but it's already 13 villages killed. This constant raiding has killed 13 villages to Sitaux, and the point here is that you're gonna go skirmishes. Then, it's probably not what you want with the skirmishes with Britons against the Vikings because you got the snipers. If you are not using the extra range with the snipers, what advantage you are getting against the Vikings?
Yeah.
Basically none, Mr. Jordan. What do you think?
Yeah, Sitaux, like skirms doesn't make any sense for Sitaux. He needs onagers. That's the unit of choice, which might bring him back to this game. But with skirms, you're just literally matching what your opponent is going for anyway. And it will be a little bit easier for the Vikings player is their economy is just a little bit stronger throughout the game with free hand cards.
Well, I mean, and when you check the resources, Mr. Yo has 1,000 wood almost, 1,000 food, 1,000 gold, 700 stone. He can do whatever he wants. And then you check Sitaux. Yes, he has wood, but everything else is at the limit there. It's not the same. I know the castle on his face. He's having all the map control. And it really looks, ladies and gentlemen, that Mr. Yo is not going to let let's say the upset happen. Well, for you, it wasn't an upset. Ooh, that was a good one here by Mr. Yo. Bada boom there. Aye. He's losing so many units here. So, ouch. That was ouch. Okay, he has to be careful there. He's in Imperial. Sitaux is going to be in Imperial in 20 seconds. Now he's taking the Mangrel. I'm going to take his skirmishes too. Okay. I mean, military difference is not that big, but there is some skirmishes inside. Killing more villages. It's already 16. It's going to take even more. And well, he's 20 villages behind. 20 villages behind. This is a problem for Sitaux for sure. And Absolutely. He has no castle. So how you put now the Vikings away from here?
Absolutely. Especially if the Vikings add T-Trams as well. This is just so hard for the Britain's player to compete against. And now 100 villages against 120. Bracer chemistry incoming for Sitaux. However, he is playing skirms right now. And as mentioned, this is not the ideal situation. Mr. Yo really utilizing the map very well, using the hills there, Trebuchet coming out as well, and now with the Berserkers incoming as well. This is just a scary position for Sitaux to be in, because what can he do right now? I feel like his capabilities right now are shrinking.
Yeah, he's definitely at the limit. Also, Mr. Yo has 3 relics, almost no goal income now for Sitaux. But why one player play so aggressive in one game and then the next one just change completely the play style? Britons cannot play aggressive against the Vikings? I'm asking.
Oh, they can. I'm surprised by that as well. But let's be honest, it was because of the fletching mistake, right? If that would not have happened, then it would have been a completely different game actually. Because map control is so important in Age of Empires. Even if you're below or behind in terms of economy, as long as you have the map control, you still have a lot of things going for yourself. But right now we see that Mr. Yo is just ruthless with the aggression, and Sitaux is just hanging on by a thread.
Jordan has been attacking non-stop for the last 20 minutes. Didn't let Sitaux to breathe. Didn't let him go and make a single attack on Yo. And a Vikings untouched economy. It's just, a paradise. He's doing now the +4. He didn't have Chief Times. He's doing the 3rd castle. Sitaux is doing now the upgrade that he needed a long time ago, the Onager upgrade. But now it's going to be probably useless because there's Berserkers on the field, and the Berserkers will take the Onagers down.
Yep. Mr. Yo, completely great with the decisions he's making right now. He has everything planned out already. And yeah, I think Sitaux, if he sees the fully upgraded elite Berserkers, there is not too much in his head anymore to think about how he can pull this one back, because yeah, especially looking at the score, that kind of tells the tale here.
Don't you feel, Jordan, that the games that the player has been winning today has been playing, let's say, much better in the win than the opponent? Like it's a close series, but the games has been in the victories for each player. GG Cole play very solid, very smooth from the player. Like now, Mr. Yo really solid. In the previous one was really solid for Sitaux, and Mr. Yo is already there. It's in the round of 16. And what do you think about what I was asking you?
Was a very tough task for Mr. Yo, and yeah, of course. But we also have to consider that most of the time, if you're the one applying the pressure, then you're most of the time looking a little bit better as well. Which, yeah, it could have a little bit of an impact on the image. Except you're playing players like Hera, for example, who are excelling in the defensive part. But usually the ones who are applying the aggression are the ones who are winning, are the ones who are looking a little bit better there.
I'm going to go and make the interview and be right back to you in a moment.
Yeah,
okay, Mr. Jordan?
I have to run now. So
you run already? Okay.
I have to run a little bit limited.
Okay.
Memb,
take
thank
care
you so
then.
Much. Yeah.
My pleasure, man. Take care, man. Take care.
Bye bye. Take care. See you.